Welcome to another episode of Please Elite This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man. You would have. Would you get them little balls?
Episode.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Are you ready? Are we good? Are we good now? Are you guys
He
good?
set me up already, Darren.
Are you guys good
He
for it?
said, "Where'd you get the little balls from?" Like, what am I supposed to say?
It's my fault.
It's all your fault.
It's my fault.
The liquor store.
Episode. Fucking A. 169.
Hey, see that would have happened.
Yep.
That would have happened.
And you were right on. Like,
Yeah,
well done.
it's a reflex.
All right.
What's that in?
Welcome to another episode of Please Elite This. In the building, we have Darren.
Bam.
Genevieve.
And tonight, we are joined by a good friend of mine. I don't even know what to call you. Because you're like a
Darren's
mentee.
hilarious.
Well, like you're more than a friend. You're like your family. But you're like a little
Alien.
cousin.
Alien.
Alien. He's like a little cousin. That's exactly what this is.
Okay.
I mean, but he feels a little close. Anyways, so a good friend of ours, a good cousin of ours, family friend, me and Clarabelle, we've known him forever, and he stopped by
landed
today. Yeah, what are they gonna expect? It's all right.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's been, thank you. And so, yeah, good family friend of ours, my friend and yours, Clawan, or my cousin and yours, Clawan.
Clawan, welcome, sir.
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes.
So,
Appreciate it.
can I kick
Do
off
what
real
you
quick?
gotta do.
Yeah.
We don't know him.
Just not on board. That's what she said. I'm looking at the ship, and I haven't decided if I'm getting on. Because last time I got on, it's in a whole different country. So, so Klawan stopped by earlier. He is interested in doing something. He wanted to get some pointers. I don't know why she chose me. But I said, hey, this is a pretty interesting conversation.
Pointers on what?
This is a pretty interesting conversation. Let me show you around. Let's talk about it, blah, blah, blah. Then my friends popped in because it's Thursday, of course. And I told my friends what he's thinking about doing. He's thinking about starting his own podcast. And I already saw you two firing off questions that I was like, hold on. Let's save this for the pod. I don't know about you. I've had a couple of people come to me like, yo, I'm interested in starting a podcast.
Same.
How do I get into it? What do I need to know? Da, 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 da.
Nobody asked me that.
I feel like you're lying.
I'm sure somebody asked you, and you like, I don't know. I don't do nothing. I just show up.
We're just awkward and walked away or something.
Yes.
You know what? That sounds like me.
Yes. So,
That sounds like me.
I figure while we have the young person here, we can share, I guess, our experiences and what we think is needed to start a podcast because it's very important. I mean,
I like it.
Voice, use it.
So should we just go back to where
No,
we left off
first,
of asking questions?
Luan, how are you, my friend?
I can't complain. Having a good night.
Yay.
It's really awesome watching you guys work. Like, you guys look like pros.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Thank you. Fake it till you make it.
Yes,
That's
that's exactly that. So, like, you're interested in starting a podcast. So I'll just kick it off with why.
I just feel like in my age group, especially like where we're from, I feel like there's a void, maybe. Or maybe there's not a void. Maybe there's other podcasts, but I feel like I could bring something to the table. Maybe that's a little more different. And not to say like I think I'm like a crazy personality, but I feel like I'm interested in a lot of like news and music and stuff. And I think the conversation that me and my friends have are interesting. Not to sound like narcissistic or anything.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of have to be narcissistic to think other people are going to want to hear what you're talking about.
Yeah, true.
You know, podcasts or whatever. So, do you listen to podcasts right now?
Yeah, I listen to a few actually. I listen to like my favorite one, probably the most popular one, probably the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah, one of my favorites as well.
From that I like the Rory and Mal because it branched off from him.
Yeah.
There's this podcast under the No Jumper label called At the End of This Day.
Okay.
I watched that too. And then Academics has a podcast he just started on Spotify called Off the Record. So I basically like podcasts, I guess, for example, just talking about like pop culture, whether it's in the news, music, sometimes sport, like touching sports slightly, but stuff like that is what I've been watching lately.
I can dig it.
So you said for your age group. So maybe ask what this age group is.
Well, I'm 27, so hopefully it's like gonna be like from 20 to like hopefully I can hold down the 40 market. Hopefully I'm not talking nothing too like not like crazy that somebody 40 can't relate to. I feel like between me and my co-host, I feel like he's 29, almost 30, so I feel like he's a little bit more mature than me than I am. Not to say that I'm immature. I feel like he's a little bit more. He has an older soul, so I feel like we balance each other off.
No, for sure. So where does your age show, right? Like where does I'll say the less mature than your co-host, where does that show? Is that more so like in what you watch television wise or music that you listen to? Like, is he more of a, you know, boom bap and you're more trap? Like where's the contrast?
Definitely music. It's in everything. I think it's the way we approach, I guess, like dating, the way we approach music, the way we approach a lot of things. Like he has a different approach than I do. Like, for example, he likes Dave East. I probably like Young Thug, Future. So,
Nailed it. I knew it.
Like, he's like, yeah, right on the money.
yeah, so like that's where the fallout comes. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's what brings great conversation, right? Sometimes the three of us agree too much on certain things. So I don't know if y'all do it, but sometimes I'll just go the opposite way, just for the sake of good banter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's that works because you naturally already have that contrasting view on different things. So
Yeah, like one of his favorite rappers is Nipsey Hussle, which he was a great rapper, and like that's one of his favorite rappers. But I never really listened to Nipsey a lot. But I understand he's a great human being. So like it's stuff like that. But also like one of my favorite rappers, like I said, is also like I could say like a Kodak Black, and he probably doesn't think Kodak is that good.
Yeah,
and I think he's amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good contrast right there. So I think in terms of that, because that was going to be one of my questions, you know, how do you keep the conversation going, or how do you make a talking point that everyone talks about already different? And it's you have that dynamic, you know, to where you may not agree on everything. And that's how the best or some of the best debate shows or podcasts kind of go. So, yeah, I think that's one ingredient that's important for that for sure.
That chemistry.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of like chemistry in this podcast. I noticed. Like, she's a star, and then like
You see it?
you're
We didn't
hilarious.
have to tell. We didn't even have to tell
And
him.
you guys are Carrie and Darren.
Wow.
Well, like that's my guy though. That's my guy though.
Is that why your back's hurt? Huh? Tired of carrying this guy week after week, month after
Oh my
month.
God.
That's funny.
That is good.
So, do you have any questions for us? We've just been like spitfiring all this.
What did you guys do for your 100 episode? You guys still party?
What did we do?
We went to Troop.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah,
Is that where we got the bobbleheads from our women?
we got. It
Yes.
wasn't on that 100th because it didn't come
Okay.
in because of COVID.
Right,
They
right,
came in
right.
after, but we did go to Troop for our 100th. We had balloons here that Jen was like, "Look like titties," but that was the Lori with the good hair night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And-
it's the three of us and my boyfriend. And that was it, right?
Yep.
We went to Troop and we had a very random, awesome night. Like totally random, totally awesome. So that's what we did.
And here's why it was random and awesome. We had somebody come up to us and take turns speaking craziness to us. She started with Jen and Darling.
I wouldn't say craziness.
It was craziness.
It
And
was-
then she
it was
migrated to
just-
me and Bim.
He calls it craziness because she was having personal conversation with strangers.
It's craziness.
So I have to do this. It's a middle-aged white woman. There you go. Boom.
I forgot. I was trying to leave that part
No,
out.
no. Darren, transparency. There's a middle-aged white woman, so you don't just come up to two black men and just
It's not giving everything.
because
No, she started with us.
right.
It's very odd.
Stay with the couple. Don't come. I'm married.
Right.
He's married.
Right.
Don't come to
She
me.
came to us, and then at some point it was then singular. Then she was like alone with me, and I was like, "Oh God!" Like, "Oh
'Cause I
God!"
moonwalked
You're
right
saying,
by.
"Yeah." Oh, Bim moved, and I was like, "Oh God!" You're saying a lot of things that I don't get.
Do you remember her pickup line for us as a friend group?
What was it?
She came up to us and she said, "There's a girl at the bar who's been talking to me, and I don't want to talk to her anymore. So can I just pretend I'm talking to you guys so that she'll leave?"
That was a pickup line. That was
Wow.
It worked too.
It worked well.
She got us.
She picked up 4 of us.
She was like, "I'm a date
But
that friend group."
before she woke up, she was like, "Her mom's going to work." Took a shot. It was like, "Let's
Yeah,
go."
let's go.
And she did not leave our side.
She did not the entire night.
Crush.
Jeez.
We never spoke about this, guys, because it was just so wild. It was so wild.
Literally, we've
We
never
wanted to
spoken
talk
about
about it in the next episode. We were
But
just
we
like,
could not. No, there was no.
Nah.
Still
I feel
can't
like we
talk
talked about it. We
No.
didn't.
No, we
No.
talked about one thing she said. I'm sorry to sound so vague, Cloan, but I'll tell you after at another time.
Alright, definitely sounds strange.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of other questions. Alright, so is there ever like a time, like early on, where like there was like a moment where you guys thought like you didn't want to do it no more? Or it felt like it was maybe not doable. Like whether it's like the first 10 episodes, first 20 episodes, was that ever like a stretch where it was like it just wasn't clicking, or for the most part, it's been like smooth?
Smooth, at least to me, for the most part. The only time where I considered like, maybe we should chill for a little bit is during COVID. I hated doing the Zoom stuff.
I feel you.
This right here, you feel it. We're here. We're kicking it. We're kicking it after. We're kicking it before. To do a Zoom and I'm in the crib, the TV's on, and Jen's watching
But we
football.
got to hear. Football is on right now.
See?
We got to hear about Darren and his breastfeeder boyfriend, though.
Good stuff
That
came
was
from
good.
it. Great stuff. But I was this close to saying,
Why?
I was this close to saying, hey guys, let's just hold off until we can meet in person again.
But we powered through.
Yeah.
Jen.
Every week.
For me, it's the opposite. Because I didn't think this was going to be a thing at all. And they would get your dog.
Ever move?
This is going to act like you don't see the whole
I
dog.
tried to. She definitely came waddling down here. Hey guys.
I was trying to ignore him.
Right? Like Darren just sits there like everybody wants to be talking around a dog. So,
Come on, come on.
oh shit. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, when they first asked to do this, and I'm just like, no, what is a podcast, right? And so then I'm like, fine, I'll do one. And I thought that was going to be it. How
We
we're
tricked her.
169. And it started with no camera. They eased into it, like, because they know how I am.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, all right. And then all of a sudden, when Bim like walks in with a camera, I'm like, what is that? Oh, nothing. Every time they say, oh, nothing, I get mad.
Yeah.
As
As you should.
Because they're keeping something from me. What you keeping from me now? What's going on today?
Nothing at the moment.
Nothing. All right, good.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just tell you, like, you guys have a lot of, like, chemistry together and all that.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, we all went to high school together as well.
Okay.
So I've known them for 20 years.
20 plus.
That's
Graduated
crazy.
20 years ago.
Do we see? We're old because you say 27, right?
Yeah, I'm
It's funny when he was like from 20 to like 40, and I'm like, we're right on the bubble, guys.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've known each other forever, and not even like just high school friends. Like I put her in the trash can.
Yeah.
Me and him have crazy moments in high school that
Were you
will
guys
never
both
be
each other's
spoken.
best men or just one?
Oh,
Because you're
He had a
was
best like
COVID.
crew. He had,
yeah,
like a best man
like
crew.
everybody that was there, the small
Yeah, 'cause
wedding.
it was
we
a
had
small
was-
wedding.
But he was there.
And you were his best man.
Bim was literally the next person I asked something to after I proposed. I proposed to Clarabelle. I got up. Yay. I hugged him and I said, you're going to be my best man.
Aw.
Literally right after.
I would have.
You know what's funny? The my Facebook memory today was of the party
Yeah.
where you proposed. It's in 8 years.
What I miss?
We were just talking about times that we would have
Stop.
stopped, and
Yeah.
then what did we talk about after that?
And then I said for me it was the opposite.
Oh, yes.
And then Darren never answered.
So funny enough, I never thought that we would really end. There's times where I thought we should end. Like here's a good place where we should stop.
We've gone too far.
like not even like I just kind of felt like not stale, but I almost was worried that people are not finding us interesting or stale. Like for me, I don't care if one person listens now. This is more for me. I was telling him earlier.
Yeah.
This podcast is more for us.
Right.
Anything. It just happens that we have good listeners that are like-minded or able to join in the banter with us. So I've never really thought this is gonna stop. I do think I can't see us going farther than like year 5, which is 4 years more than I thought we would make it.
How many years have we been doing it so far?
It's coming on 4.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 in
That's
February.
crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's nuts to be doing, and that's what I was telling him earlier. Just being committed. I don't know how we've made it this far with this many episodes.
I think we never thought about whether or not we're committed, which is weird, right? Because until he asked this question just now, I've never even thought
We
about
never
it.
said, "Oh,
You're just doing it, basically.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like I said, for me, it was more like I thought we were going to do one. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll come back next week.
Yeah, and I think because it never feels like a chore, doesn't feel like work, it's not annoying. These two are hilarious. So this is part of my week. I work everything as much as I can around this. Because, it's only a couple hours towards the end of the evening, to provide laughs for me, entertainment for some others. So, yeah.
And people, when we don't record, they let us know about
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Yeah, we heard today
Yes.
too, right?
This, I feel I'm gonna get into her later, but I almost felt like a little like, man, like leave me alone. I'll record what I want. You're asking me too much. You know, somebody asks you a lot of.
She's sucking her teeth at you right now. I can hear
listen,
it.
I want to hear it. Listen, it's a great compliment. So, come on, I'm trying to give you backstory.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, okay, cool. Backstory. It didn't sound right. So last week we disappeared. For we wouldn't record on a normal day, but we pushed out an episode that we did that Monday, And usually when we don't record, we're supposed to let people know, and we don't. So Friday comes and goes, and we never say not a word. We don't tell anybody, hey, sorry, no episode this week. None of that. We just go upon our day like it's normal. One of our listeners,
Friday.
shout out to her. What you want from me, right? One of our listeners, we appreciate the love. She's been rocking with us. She's caught up pretty quick.
Hi, cousin.
Hi, cuz.
Hey, girl, hey.
She lets us know, yo, no new episode? Like, you didn't even tell me? You didn't even leave the money on the counter?
Not leave the money
Right.
on the counter.
But now,
Darren.
I feel like this was like her third or fourth time saying something about how one of us didn't record or we
Because we
didn't
got to
say
get our
nothing.
act together.
Right.
We do
So
gotta get
now
our
I'm just like,
act
like, you're asking me too much. You're bothering me now. Like, stop it.
I'm at football practice.
I told you I'd be home in an hour. Like, because I love you. But, you know, like, it was just like, somebody just keeps bothering me. Hey, can you take out the trash? Like, I heard you the first 6 times you said it. Stop.
Then
Stop
take out
telling
the
me.
trash, bro.
Just wait. I haven't gotten up yet. It's not Thursday.
But it was Thursday.
Sorry.
Well, maybe it was Wednesday and a half.
Darren's triggered.
Listen,
It is
you're
triggered.
going to keep, the more you ask me, the
Yo,
more they be like,
here we go. Here we go.
Sorry.
This is where
she
Darren
doesn't
goes
like
too
stop
far.
asking me. Like I heard you the first. I said okay, babe. Right? I said it, and here you are.
This is where you bring in the therapist.
again.
This is the
Darren,
part.
right now I feel as though you're projecting.
You're getting a little loud.
Sorry. Poor guy. He's just like I want to go home. Just smile.
Have you guys done like a live show before?
Yes. In fact, we did. What was it, like a year and a half ago?
It was like 2 years.
2
It
years
was
ago?
it was August of that year. It's 2 years ago.
Oh wow, it was before
Before COVID.
COVID stuff.
Like, how's it different from in studio?
No.
Oh my goodness, here it's just us. You would assume doing it in front of a crowd, everyone's going to be intently listening and not making noise, but you're talking over side conversations,
People ordering
bartenders,
drinks, yeah.
Phones ring or whatever, and you have to just stay focused the entire time. But it's dope because if you nail something, you
hear the laugh or
the
whatever.
laughter is there. You feel the energy. You get the engagement immediately, right? Darren says
People
something
yelling.
about whatever. It's like, nah, man, I only use 2 Colgate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's that engagement that you get right back. It's unmatched. I'll say.
The thing that was unexpected thing that we learned though was when we got to the venue, there were already people there. So it was kind of like, and they weren't there for us, right? Like they were just people out just having a drink. So here we come, and we're like, oh well, we're about to make a lot of noise, and you're probably not going to hear what we got to say. But so that was what made it awkward because they were the first people, like our actual people weren't there yet, and we were just talking. But then, people came.
But
So.
that's how you reach new people, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you've exposed. You've shown that there's a side that they don't know about.
This is true, but I didn't expect it.
No, you're right. It is rather jarring.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I get jawed easily.
Yeah.
J-O-D, jawed.
Is that something that I'm trying to ignore it? Is that something that you guys would be open to? Do you think? Like,
Yeah, I definitely would like after like we probably do like 50 episodes, do like
Oh, yeah?
a podcast. That'd be cool. Whose idea was it to start the podcast?
One of them.
One of, right?
one of us. I almost feel like it was more me. 'Cause
Probably.
What inspired it?
So I'll say for myself, it was like seeing topics that I felt like should be taken to the platform, like taken to the stage, and have a voice. And like, okay, if nobody's gonna talk about it, well, let me bring it up. And I think the three of us have known each other for a long time, but we had the group chat, which is funny. That's not our first. This is not our first attempt at a group chat with us three.
No. Anytime I want to say something to you guys, I used to start a group chat.
Yes.
And then we talk about whatever the thing was,
Yes.
and then we would close it out.
I forgot that happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then and then I'd be like, oh, sure, guys. I don't know why things would happen. I'd say, I want to tell Darren and Bim. I have like so many people that I know. Why did I choose you two to be the people that I show everything to?
Subject matter. certain things
Yeah.
us, other things
Yeah.
the village.
Yeah, you right.
So at the time we had that, we started, but the group chat was, I feel like I was talking to you guys a lot more.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, I feel like we have interesting conversation, enough that somebody else would hear it and be entertained or want to jump in too. Why not start a podcast? Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
And I
at
said,
the-
what's that?
And at the a little bit before that, I was working in Massachusetts and living in Massachusetts. So the Joe Budden podcast had started right around that time. So I was listening to that one. I'm like, man, this is pretty dope. So the market wasn't as saturated at the time, and it was unique, and it was something different I could listen to at work besides music. So being away from my people, I'm like, damn, I want to do this. This is fire, but I'm not around any of my folks. So then when that opportunity presents itself and Darren mentions it, thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
we have an excuse. Let's do it.
Yeah. And then it just evolved into what it is now. Just an excuse to get out of the house and talk garbage.
He ain't lied.
So would you guys consider yourself like a lifestyle podcast, or just like, or is there no label to it, or is it more of just like?
Yeah, it's so like kind of like what you were thinking for your podcast, just kind of pop culture, life stuff. It's same, right? Because specific subject matters, if it's only sports or only music or only whatever, you can only talk about so much. You can talk about things surrounding it, but you're still kind of pigeonholed to that category. Man, I like just we like to just come and shoot the shit.
Is that about anything? But like you guys do talk about music though.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, what's everybody's favorite albums of this year?
So the problem with the music conversation,
Let them know, Bim.
There you go.
and the same thing happens with sports or shows or whatever. None of us do or watch or listen to the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So
is good.
last week or 2 weeks ago, Squid Game was the conversation. They hadn't seen it.
I still haven't.
You seen it?
You didn't know?
You didn't see it? You're not really missing anything, but I guess
You're tripping.
Thank you.
We are.
You're
But
tripping.
I feel like there's been movies that have been kind of like that type
We'll
of
talk,
movie.
'cause I know what you're
feel like if
talking
you watch
about.
action movies, I feel like you're not missing anything.
I know what you're talking about, but that was different.
Like you watch one Netflix like action movie, you watched it all.
Worst action movies ever.
It was a little like plot twist at the end. Not, like I'm not gonna do the spoiler, but like
Yeah.
for the most part, you're not missing anything special.
Look at, and you see,
It's
you
not
see-
her style though.
So you see how that happens? Two of us are on the same page. One is not. So that
So
one
we have
checks
to
out.
abort after a little
Right.
bit to bring her back
so,
in.
so because it doesn't become one-sided, like I was saying earlier, you got to figure out the chemistry and bring everybody back in.
Right. Yeah, so it could never be like a specific subject for us. It gotta be everything. It gotta be something Jen just ate today that she wants to share and talk about. It's gotta be Darren's situation with the kids, and it's gotta be my weekend and somewhere that just happened. It gotta be everything.
Flex on him.
Yeah. I went flexing. Flexing.
That was a flex.
So I'm gonna ask you something. I don't know if you thought about it. Monetization. Are you looking to make something off of this pod, or you just looking to do one and see where it goes?
I think I'm definitely before like expecting to see any like monetary gain. I'm definitely like down to put in the work. When I say put in the work, like whether it's like 15, 20 episodes or whatever, just building the chemistry before like seeking like the money gain. Because I know for me specifically, I've never done a podcast. I know my co-host, he's not even like, 'cause at least I rap and do music, so I'm kind of like comfortable in front of a microphone, not talking, but I be in front of microphones. My co-host, he's like a basketball player. He used to play basketball, so he's not used to this at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be an interesting. This is gonna be interesting, I guess, like building the chemistry. But I do at some point I do want us to like to be I mean, to be popular, because like I want to have as like an avenue for like local rap artists in the city to at least come on and like we'll interview you or we'll play your music or we'll do something that at least like helps the ecosystem in Providence.
I like it.
Are you from Providence?
I was born in New Jersey, but I'm basically raised in Providence since I was like 7, so I'm from Providence.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you one of us. You one of us.
Providence.
Yeah, so it's as long as you
Thanks,
keep
Jen.
it fun, as long
was
as you
my
keep
cheer.
it fun.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. So, we didn't answer the question.
Which question?
I guess he asked us.
What's
where,
our favorite album of the year?
No, besides that. Before that.
Okay.
The like, what type of podcast are we?
Oh,
Because I
Oh.
struggle with that all the time.
pop culture. That's why I was
Yeah?
just rolling into that.
Yeah, what he said.
Alien. So whenever I'm uploading the episode, SoundCloud makes you choose
Oh, I know.
categories.
Where do you put us?
I put us in comedy.
Genre.
Right.
Comedy. What are the options?
I don't know.
I can see comedy though, because you guys are funny, but like you're not purposely trying to be funny. It's just like you guys being regular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's comedy. I'll say it's pop culture.
All right.
Is that an option though?
I don't know. I'll let you know tonight.
I mean, it's not going to see. It's probably up in the order. He was like, stop.
Right. It's a super long list. Okay, because it starts out with musical genres, jazz and classical and hip. So I have to scroll all the way down past all that other nonsense to figure out.
So what do you do when you do one of them things where they like choose your birthday and you got to scroll?
Oh man, I hate every single one of them.
Because we ain't spring chickens. You got to scroll a while now.
Right. Oh no. So, and then when I get there, I always miss it by like 2 years.
Oh.
I definitely applied for something one time, and it was like, thank you, Mr. Care, or something. And I ended up saying my age, and it was like
12.
it was something low, and I was like, what? I ended up putting like 89 instead of 83. Whatever.
Darren just gave up scrolling.
Right.
That's how I know him.
Oh
I know
God.
him.
It's so annoying.
I knew to ask.
I know. It's so annoying.
I can see Darren just being so annoyed. 2021. Why would you start at 2021?
Why would you start all the way up here? You don't care about people here.
Babies don't know how to
Babies don't
scroll.
care.
You should start at like 2010 at least.
Look at y'all problems.
No, I'm just saying what Darren would be thinking. He's like, why would you start at 21?
Anyway, so yeah, I'll change it. Thank you, Kluan. Pop culture. We're pop culture podcast.
Oh my God.
This is stupid.
This is nonsense.
Oh shit.
Oh, well, that was fun.
Favorite album of the year.
I don't do those.
You don't like music?
No, I don't do ranking stuff very well.
But you gotta rank it as your favorite. Like
No, I can't pick a favorite. Is what I mean.
What did you play the most this year?
There we go.
That won't. She still won't give you
Because it'll
anything.
be like an older.
What is happening, Darren?
Oh,
Yo.
Darren, is the devil down here? What's going on?
I'm so scared.
What's happening?
I am so scared.
Is that porn, Darren?
I felt like it was Halloween porn.
I think it's porn.
Halloween porn is crazy.
That's wild.
Yo, for those.
Darren's got Halloween porn, yo. That's so funny.
Yo,
Oh,
yo, sorry to the listeners for the chaos.
Kind of virus.
A noise. Some wild stuff started playing from Darren's computer on the loudspeaker. And I heard, shut up, bitch, or something. I don't know. It sounded like some nasty stuff.
oh my God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Darren, everything okay over there? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
wild man.
I don't know what happened.
He is a wild man, right?
Wild man.
It sounded wild, man. What was that, man?
It was like a werewolf and a
no idea.
vampire.
Pleading the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
It's definitely a werewolf and a vampire. About to go at it.
I don't know what that was, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'll check your browser history real quick.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't please.
Twilight Sex. Part 4.
Wow. Wow, Jen.
That was something else.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't laugh at that.
Ooh, that's funny. I hope your mom doesn't listen to this anymore.
Boy. I don't know
Oh,
what she does.
boy. That's right.
That's something to consider.
I think I haven't swore or said anything like.
Whatever.
Oh, she done heard everything we said.
Listen, I could bring it to her, but no. I feel like she said she listened to more. She keeps asking, how do I listen to more?
Oh.
Because she's like,
Yeah, she listened to one. She more than one.
She's comments on our like the little snippets we put up, and then but in person she'll be like, "How do I hear more of it? Like, where do I see the whole thing?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Mom. I don't know what you're talking about."
No, that's it. We just record
That's
for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
and,
we meet together for about 7-8 minutes, and then that's it.
And very often I think about the fear in my heart of my mom finding it one day.
Dog.
Like me being accidentally signed in onto the YouTube on the TV she watches. And she goes to YouTube to watch an African movie or something.
We're very recognizable on that.
The little
on that search
thumbnail.
page. Right? It's just us. It's like, oh,
Oh boy.
oh dear. So you got to think of who you want to reach, and also who you don't want to reach.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Shouldn't have left you.
Yeah.
Good. More.
Yeah, you could put it closer to your mouth.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the music thing I think comes up more in this podcast when we randomly spit lyrics like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but for me, Tyler the Creator, I really
Oh
love
yeah,
that
the
album.
question.
I really, really love that album. Yeah.
Let's see. Title will tell
I'm
me
not
what I
a
listen to
good.
the
I'm
most.
not a good album person. I'm very behind with music, but I will say
As a
so
DJ?
far as a DJ, so far the most listened to album of this year for me has been Thames little EP. I've played that a lot lately, and there's one more, and I won't remember it until 20 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got for album?
Wow, album of the year. Wow, I honestly, I'm such a prisoner of the moment. So it's usually any album that drops. But what would I say is album of the year so far? I honestly,
Or even just, albums
this
that
guy
you
sounds
rock
crazy
with.
because it dropped on Friday. But that new Young Thug album, Punk album, is really
I wanna
amazing.
listen to
I
that.
keep hearing good things
It's
about this.
amazing.
I
Like
wanna
he's
listen
like
to it.
mastered like country rap. Like it sounds like country music, but it sounds like rap and has bass on it.
Right, and it's just because he's from the South,
Yeah,
right?
from the
so
South,
that's
it's
their...
like, it's literally country
Yeah.
rap. But like, yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's funny
So
because
I like that album, and then like the year blends, and I think I liked J. Cole album in the beginning of the year, but that was such a long time ago. I feel like a different person.
It feels like it almost didn't come out this year.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
album?
J. Cole.
I know, but which one?
It was
the rainy season
Can
part.
you stop?
She done a
It
job.
was
I lost my teddy bear part 2.
Yeah, basically.
all right.
I'm not really a J. Cole fan, but I did like the album.
It was a good album. It was a good album.
Yeah, it's such an album, that's why I like
Or
it.
something.
Oh,
was it his
yeah.
address or something, or his mom's
That was
address?
2013.
I think this album was, what was it like? It wasn't training. It was like
It was something basketball related.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, because he wanted to be a
the fall
basketball
season
player.
or something.
Was it a glow up?
Fall season.
Oh yeah, some back. You're right.
Bones be bad to sackness or something.
The off season. Just shut up. You shut up. Equipment. Do you have equipment already?
No, we're gonna try to find a space to go and record at for a little bit, and then if it's cost effective, maybe transition to finding a permanent space.
You got a place in mind already? That
There's a place in Pawtucket. Yeah, it's in Pawtucket. I forget the address, but it's called BO8. It's a little. It's really a rap studio.
Yeah.
I used to like record some of my songs, but they do have a space for a podcast. So I was gonna see how that was. Like Darren actually brought up good questions, like whether the sound engineer guy actually like helps you the whole time, or
Right.
if he just like presses play and walks away.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
if he does, then that'll be interesting. Because it'd be the three of us at the table.
Well, the good thing is, if you ever have time, you can check out our first episode. It's only on SoundCloud. There's no video, and then the sound quality of like our latest episode, it's very drastically different.
Yeah.
So your first episode, if it doesn't sound perfect, don't worry about it, because people still will listen to it.
What would you say that you used to do that you don't do no more? Like, what is like something that like you noticed you did on mic or on camera that was crazy? Like right now, I think in this episode I've said like a lot, so I'm gonna go back and listen to that.
And that's something that you'll pick up on. For me, it was repeating certain words, even saying You'll hear yourself when you listen to the playback, like, "Ooh, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta take that out. I gotta stop talking over my co-host." Just for the flow of the conversation and stuff. Yeah. Jen just does what she wants.
I thought I was like mad different from 3.5 years ago, and then when I listened to the first one, I'm like, oh my god, I'm the same person. I haven't grown at all.
I just sound better.
There's no growth. There's no growth here.
It's true.
It's true. I'm like a bonsai tree. I just stay the same.
Every year, the
Every
same
year.
That's
height.
not true, Jen. It's not true.
I made that noise in the first episode.
He did.
But that noise is just fine.
Is it just fine?
Yeah, that's you.
I'm almost 40 years old. It's fine? Really?
We can do whatever we want.
That's right. That's the best part of being an adult.
Yo,
Because there's only certain things about it that are okay.
listen, man. When I'm having a bad adult day, where like work was annoying, or some stupid stuff that don't matter, lawnmower stops working, trats,
Getting sued.
all that stuff, you do getting sued.
Bim
yes.
did get sued.
Again,
Funny.
This is our niche. I don't know why it's our niche, but it is.
One thing you do is you remind yourself that you're an adult and you could do whatever you want
And then you go get some alcohol and some ice cream.
at 2 a.m.
And you do it.
And you do that.
And you do it.
So
It's
I got a
amazing.
wild question. So, how old are y'all? Y'all don't gotta like telling yourselves, but like how old are y'all?
38.
We're
Well,
38.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what would you tell like your 27-year-old self?
Invest in Tesla. Invest in Tesla and Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. All right, I know exactly where it was. 10 years, 11 years ago.
What would you tell that person? I would say stop tweeting, you crazy monster. Yo, the
That's when
wildest.
Twitter was fun though.
Yes, the wildest things in 2009 and 2010
I was a
Twitter.
madman.
No, everybody was. Like, you had no boundaries.
Everybody saw I would be canceled.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why when they said that Kevin Hart couldn't host the Oscars, and then they said the tweet was like from 2010, I'm like,
Come on,
I
man.
should be able to hold the job then.
that's right. 2010 Twitter should just be stricken off of the record. Like,
Right.
it didn't count.
We all were bugging out.
And Facebook, same
Yeah.
thing. Facebook statuses when they do the memories. 2010 ones are always like, they're like the Florida of social media.
Yeah, mine's always the craziest stuff. Like,
Right there.
what was in the water at that time?
It was just freedom. We weren't scared of cancel culture. We weren't worried
Ooh.
about what people were
What
going
a
to say.
good point.
Yeah, no, we were just going,
You're
man.
right. That's who's gonna tell me.
What you gonna say? We all tweeting, man. They said
We all out here.
we all out here.
COVID
Yeah.
before COVID.
But
buddy.
then somebody starts snitching. Oh no, they said he tweeted at me. Nah, see, here we are.
Now it's ruined.
Right, snitch
I
ass.
know what could happen. You see,
Nothing good came of it.
I think the only adjustment that I feel that I've made, is trying not to, like, I say be selfish, but I mean like, I feel like naturally you guys are talking. I'm like, me too. Like, I want to be in it too and put my 2 cents and not speak over you. But then sometimes I worry, like, damn, I'm talking too much, or am I being overpowering, or has this episode just been you, like, and not anything else? And so I'll try to like actively tell myself to shut up.
You would tell that 27-year-old self, you?
He jumped back to the question before that.
Oh.
That's fine.
It was like,
You're a genius.
he said you lost.
that was really smart. You have a high IQ.
But I'm here, Darren. I knew
Thank
what you was doing.
Because and my head just now was like, he definitely did ask
Because I'm like,
27-year-old me.
I'm like 27-year-old knew about the podcast, and you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing, bro.
27-year-old me was already planning this shit.
Wow.
All right, so back to the topic at hand. I would tell myself,
Oh boy.
speak up for yourself. Like talk, speak up. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay to disagree.
Yeah.
At that time, I was a super big pushover. So
Oh.
yeah, but it was like I wasn't standing up for myself when I should, and I could have. And it would
Now
have
Darren
been
be
as
like, I'm leaving this job because so and so, him right there. Yes, I'm talking about you.
Growth. Growth.
He's like, oh, you used to rent out of my house? Let me tell you about yourself.
Because like 27 for real is really like you're like an adult, but you're still like kind of like young. You're literally like a young adult, but you're still like.
I'm just getting used to this adult.
Like if you did it right, you've only been out the crib for like 6-7 years.
Dude,
If
if you did it right.
If
yeah.
that.
Right.
Or if you did
Some
it wrong.
of us were pushed into the real world mad early.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like it's an interesting age because like you should have. Yeah.
Just into the mic, my brother.
I can swear or no?
Yeah, Cosby.
Well, like,
shit.
yeah, you should have your shit together at 27, but essentially, like, you know, like
No one has their shit together at 27.
It's a very
Plot twist.
interesting age.
Yeah.
Plot twist, no one has their shit
I
together.
mean, some people do.
Yeah, no, some do. You know, they finish with whatever degree
They
or
do,
they
but
get some
those
job
same
right
people
away.
in 10 years will look back and go, I didn't have nothing together.
Yeah, and that's a constant.
That's what I'm saying.
In my
Like,
40s, I'm sure I'm gonna say the same. Man, 38, what the hell was you doing? I started figuring a lot of stuff
Really?
out in the 30s,
I feel like you're very well established to not know what you're doing.
but we always want more, right?
right. When you know more, you feel like you didn't know anything.
Right, right.
That's
Because there's
deep.
stuff that I just learned 2 months ago, and I'm like, damn, if I would have known it. Now, based on that, I'm gonna move a certain way, which will push me into this space by the time I'm 40 something. It's like that guy is very different than this guy. You know,
Like 2010 Twitter.
boom. Come on.
We're here.
Full circle, baby. What they call that thing? Not the protractor, but the other one you make the circles with.
Shoot.
Isn't that a protractor as well?
Oh, they might be a protractor.
Yeah.
No, protractor is a little plastic, like half circle.
Yeah, but the one with the point.
No, that's
that
like a
you
compass or
open-
something.
A compass. I'm sorry. Okay.
That was a compass. And then there's the other compass.
And then there's the other compass. Phew, now you know where you're going. Follow the North Star. Free the
Americans-
Which
slaves.
one is
Yo,
the North
Americans
Star?
were just the laziest pieces of shit when they came up to making this language. What's this? A compass. All right, good. And a word for this other thing that meant
Compass.
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 Next.
But
But
when
you
you
just said that.
and then when you want somebody to walk by, what do you say? Compass.
Compass is hilarious.
My friends.
How do you?
My friends are also Nigerian.
How do you learn
and
English?
Ghanaian.
I'm Liberian, so that's what's up.
Hey, how do you?
represent all of West Africa?
Yes. How do you learn English? This is such a terrible language.
No, it really is though. It really is. Jeez.
I hate
Boy.
that.
Oh my God.
It was great though.
So yeah, podcast. Pretty much at the end of the day, you want to have fun so that you can keep going. Go off of that momentum. What I learned against the wishes of Jen, video content. Not everybody wants to listen to a whole podcast. So chopping up clips and putting them on social media or on YouTube or whatever, very receptive. So the more people can see you and digest it in small bites, and then they'll know for sure if they want to get into it and listen to it or not. Some will just keep liking the social media stuff, but you want to have options for the listeners, different ways to consume the podcast.
And I must admit, even though I hated it, I'm happy the camera's here.
Yes. As you should be. Yeah, it gives a little extra. It gives a little something. Because there's some podcasts that I listen to. Hold on. No, actually, none of the podcasts I listen to are only audio.
Yeah, not anymore.
Right. Yeah. So that video piece, I kind of enjoy that. I want to see the reactions. When I hear people jumping up and running around, and I want to see it. I want to see what this person did to cause y'all to fall out. Yeah, I like that part of it. Darren, you all right? What happened, man?
You know what happened.
Deep stare.
Yeah, I was in another place.
Darren had a whole invisible mask on.
Yo, shut up, Jen. What was the question again?
Oh, God. What would you tell
that wasn't the question. I was just kind of just...
It was the
giving
27-year-old
advice.
self.
Okay.
Well, when I was working in the store,
Okay.
I always had like employees who were just a little bit younger than me. And so anytime it was a young lady and it was her 25th birthday, I would tell her, this is where she takes a turn. And they would always be like, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, oh, hey.
And then they come back pregnant.
And they don't come back
Sorry.
pregnant. But 25 is it's a year for ladies. It's a year.
Is it?
It's a year.
It's not the same.
Why?
It's just the wildest things happen to 25-year-old women. I don't know what it is. Like, you get your heart broken in some weird way. And
That's not every year.
nah, 25 is different. 25, you bounce back out of it differently. You know what I mean? You just like, you just don't care anymore. You're just like, whatever.
Interesting.
25 is just interesting.
What's that hard year for us, man, Bim?
Mine's 23.
23?
Yeah, I don't but my boy be saying 23. It's 23. It wasn't really a good year.
In the mic, my brother.
23 wasn't really a good year at all.
See what I'm saying?
Really?
But once you come on the other side of 25, or for you would be 23, you feel like such a better person. You're like, okay, I can handle things. So by the time 27 would have came around, I probably would have had that feeling like, I can handle things. So I would tell 27-year-old me, don't talk to Bim and Darren.
Wow.
JK. I would say
Your
just
life would suck without it.
I would say maintain your relationships.
I'm the only one that had a shallow one. It's about money.
I don't know that
Relationships
I said anything.
are very
What you say there?
I don't know that I said anything about this yet.
You did.
Okay.
Are you okay? Oh dear.
Now you get it. Anyways,
Darren's gonna be naked in like 12 minutes. Yo.
that's not true. Whatever, man.
Darren's gonna be naked.
Yeah, this is amazing.
So what happens to you guys weekends?
Oh wait,
so-
any last questions for
I'm
us?
sorry. I be jumping
I actually
subjects.
don't think I have any more questions. This was really like awesome.
Yay.
I learned a lot.
I'm glad you
You gotta be fast. Like I said, like you guys are like pros. Like the chemistry's fast. So you guys just like go off each other.
Dead air.
Oh,
There's
wait, I
no
have
dead
one more
air.
question
You gotta
for him.
just roll. Go.
So we told you we met in high school. How did you meet your co-host?
My co-host, so he's the best friend. He's from the neighborhood of my best friend, who I met in high school, who's like a grade older than me, and they're all from the same neighborhood. So I've known him since like 2010.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And at first it was weird because like he used to go to JU, he used to be on the basketball team, so he's like really like was a jock, and like I was a freshman, so he used to be really mean to me.
Sounds
And
like
he
these
used to,
two.
like, I have a African last name is like Julu, and my middle name is Jarrell. For some reason, he used to call me Jarrell Julu all the time. He used to like really get on my nerves. I don't know why, because my first name is not
Right.
Jarrell, and why you call me by my last name? But like, yeah, but then we figured it out, and like we've been like good friends ever since then. So
Oh,
Awesome.
Oh. Yeah, do the pod thing, man. Do
Yeah.
it.
Especially with somebody that you're a good friend with. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I would just say like, don't stop.
Pop that pussy. Darren, I'm a thought. You gotta.
She is
You
a
can't
thought.
leave that air. You gotta keep talking.
She's a mature thought.
You gotta keep talking.
Because those old thoughts are tricky. You gotta be
Yeah,
quick on your
you
feet.
gotta be quick.
You gotta
Hey,
Keep that old thought nonsense over there.
heard some Uncle Luke. You gotta contain that.
so keep doing it. This is such terrible motivational advice. Yeah, just keep doing it. Like, power through the fear, or I don't sound good, or nobody's listening. Like I was saying earlier, like kind of set like a benchmark. I'm gonna make it to at least 10 episodes, and then see how I feel from there. But don't stop at 2 just because you're like, this doesn't feel right, or people are not listening.
Yeah.
Nobody's liking it.
Yeah, don't care about how it's how many listens or how many downloads. Forget all of that. Just do y'all. Make sure what you're putting out is what y'all feel is the best product, and it'll come after that. Just keep doing. Just keep doing you.
That's what he told her.
Jen wants to get into her shit. I can tell.
I'm just a silly lady.
Okay, so
I like it.
do you want to hang around for a little bit, or you gotta take off?
I gotta go.
Okay.
My man.
Oh, you got babies now? Oh. Well, thank you for joining
Nice
us.
meeting
See you
you.
again, brother.
Yes. We'll be on the lookout for the podcast. I'll walk you
Yeah.
out. Yeah. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
All right,
We
so
gonna-
then we're gonna keep talking.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll be right
Go.
back.
Oh boy!
Let's go. I
It's-
like this
it's-
one's me and Jen, yo.
Oh, I get so nervous. There's so much pressure.
Don't get nervous.
Oh boy. Okay, so it's Bim and Jen.
So wait, no, you hit me about first of all, since Darren don't watch basketball, so we can do this. NBA bike.
NBA bike.
NBA
I'm
bike.
not that excited, but it's cool.
What you mean? You hit me. You were up past your bedtime
I was
yesterday.
up past my bedtime.
Yeah. So you over here fronting.
But I'm saying NBA season doesn't excite me like when football season starts.
Oh yeah. Because you got 83 games. That's we got.
The attention span I have. Come on.
Yeah, I'm excited for like the first couple of weeks. Then I don't watch as much, and then it's around Christmas. That's when I really get my viewership up.
Yeah.
But the first couple of nights of NBA action has been fantastic. That game that you asked me if I was watching, the Celtics-Knicks game, I had just gotten into the house, and when you put that message up, I put the TV on. The game just ended. I missed it, man. Oof.
So, the Knicks of New York and the Celtics of Boston, Massachusetts played their season opener last night. And I'm the kind of NBA viewer who only watches like the end of playoffs, basically, and the finals. I don't do a lot of regular season stuff. So I just happened to put it on because we were going to sleep, and I'm like, I just need some TV noise and put the sleep timer type thing.
You stumbled into a game, boy.
I stumbled into a whole competition. So, like, turned on the TV, the ESPN, whatever it was on, and it was like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And it was like the Celtics were down by like maybe 5, and then the Knicks went on a run. And it just kept boom, boom. And so they were down by like 10, 11. I'm like, oh, okay. But it was happening so fast. Next thing I know, it's swinging the other way. I'm like, what's going on? So when homeboy hit that buzzer beater 3 at the end of the quarter and tied the game, we were just in shock. Like, what did we just watch?
And that was to send it into overtime, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it goes into overtime. Same thing. Just boom. They started off 3 back and forth, just trading threes. And it's like, what is going on?
Right, yeah.
I was like, why is there so many points? It's like 250 combined points, literally. It was 125 to 125. I was like, yo, it's 250 points on board. Like, why? And then next thing I know, they're doing a jump ball. I said, jump ball? Are we doing another overtime? It happened so fast. I didn't even realize the first overtime had ended. And that's when I hit you guys, and you was like, oh, you're just getting in the house. And the Celtics, they seem like they just got tired.
Yeah.
He,
Yes,
like,
a
missed
lot.
a
First
dunk.
game of the season. Yeah, cardio ain't even where it should be yet.
No. When he missed the dunk, we were just like,
That was Jaylen Brown that missed it, right?
Yeah.
And he's not typically missing the dunk. Yeah, so it was.
his name is Jalen. That's a good dunk name.
He even got like the D Brown cut a little bit, or does he still have it? I can't remember. But no, it's been good games. It's been good games. It's just options. Like there's basketball. There's basketball on every night. You got football on Thursdays and Sundays and Mondays.
Football's on right now. So speaking of, so we're watching the game, and Spike is in the audience, And we're just like, oh, they let Spike back in the stadium.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
all of a sudden, so we started going through the scenario of Spike trying to get into whatever he was trying to get into. And then I'm like, they're probably sitting there like, Spike, that's not what it says on your ID.
Stop.
And then it was just like, wait, what does it say in his ID? Spike getting his real name? So
Did he change it legally?
What's Spike Lee's real name?
Oh,
Spike getting his name?
He didn't change it legally?
He might have, but that ain't what his mama named him.
I've only seen directed by Spike Lee.
I know.
So what's his name?
Darren, any thoughts about it?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about. And I have no idea. Like, I assume something out there.
Because we just always
Steven.
accepted that Spike was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Right. Oh, of course, my phone would
How
freeze
dumb of
now.
us to think.
Otherwise,
There's a person named Spike Lee.
let me see your license.
Spike
And that's
Lee,
exactly
right?
probably why they didn't let him in the little tunnel. Like, okay,
We don't know who you are.
Spike, according to this little plastic card.
Is it a crazy name, Jim?
Okay, so let's play that game. Do you think it'd be a real common name or a real crazy name?
No, I don't think it'd be common.
I'm gonna say it's a black name without,
Wow.
hopefully not sounding crazy. But you know, he's from New York.
You know,
Wow. Okay, so. Oh, is this a screenshot? That's why I can't click on
it
it.
begins with
I
a
can't
J.
stand. I can't stand her. She's trying to click on a screenshot.
I'm like, why is it Wikipedia working?
Yo, friend.
His name is Shelton.
Huh?
Huh?
Shelton Jackson Lee.
Shelton
Shelton
Jackson
Jackson
Lee.
How you spell Shelton?
Shelton.
Yeah.
Shelton.
Wow.
It just sounds so oof.
That's a.
I mean, but he fits the name.
Does
I
he?
could definitely look at it and be like, oh, hey, Shelton.
Oh, he's mad short
Right.
and glasses.
Glasses.
Oh, Shelton.
Weird.
We're never gonna get picked up on anything now.
I like with Spike Shelton. What was the last name? The middle name and last name?
Jackson.
Jackson Lee.
I'll
Jackson
never
Lee.
forget that now.
Kind of like the whole Stevlin thing.
Oh, okay, so last name's still Lee.
Yeah,
another-
Shelton Jackson Spike Lee.
Another S name, huh?
Get with it or get lost, baby.
Trying to hide from the world.
But he has a child named Satchel, right? So
Whoa.
don't make fun of his kid's name. Y'all stop right there.
No, stop. I didn't know he had children. That's interesting.
He has 2 children.
Really?
Why does that?
Was he ever married? Because I've only ever seen Spike at the Knick game. He don't bring his wife, his kids.
That's his thing, Bill.
That's his
This-
thing.
that's his thing.
That's
This
his
is for me.
happy
Darren,
place.
you know
This
we
is
married. You're
for
not allowed to have
me.
a thing.
No, you're right. You're right.
You're doing
You know
damn
what
well.
Oh, this is your thing. It's mine now.
I want to watch
always-
that show.
oh, man.
no,
Yes, he's
shit.
been married since 1993.
Stop it. You ever seen his wife, Darren?
I didn't know he had a wife.
Jen?
I thought he was like asexual or something.
Nah.
Wow.
I know Spike was getting.
Yeah, no, you know that
Get
about.
out of here. I feel
You
like I've
know
seen her
Sheldon?
before.
Yeah, probably next to Spike Lee.
What's her name? I hate her, yo. What's her name?
What else would you see?
When else would you see her?
What's her name?
Tanya Lewis Lee.
Because if she's in entertainment, she may have been in something else.
So anyway, they have one child named Satchel and one named Jackson. And
Satchel's not a good name. I'm just going to say it.
so,
It's not about the kid. I don't know the kid personally.
Yeah, I'm not saying
but
the
the
kid-
name is not good.
It's a fine kid.
He said Satchel or Satchmo? What is it? He said Satchel?
we're never gonna be on.
I'm not making fun of the kid. It's the name. I want to make sure I got. All right.
Satchel in my head is going crazy.
Satchel. And so then I'm still watching the game after reading this article. Darling, it's the same thing we do with talking about this. Still watching the game and I'm like, oh snap! Spike got on a satchel and it was a leather satchel and it was an NBA leather satchel. It had the NBA logo in the corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a picture of him at the game.
Oh boy.
And I said, that's funny.
All right.
All right, y'all
Hi,
talk about
Darren.
something. How much your weekend or something? I don't know what else to tell
Oh my
you.
goodness. The wife's birthday just passed.
Yeah,
Happy
Yay,
birthday to
happy
her.
birthday.
My lovely queen. Yeah, she just the other day turned 38. You know, this is the first time I've been the older in a relationship
What are you talking about?
in life.
Oh,
Like-
out of your other joints.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah, I've always been the younger.
Interesting.
That's funny. I don't know why. It's out of my head. But yeah, so we celebrated we had cake, and she likes carrot cake, and I hate
carrot
carrot
cake
I
is
love
delicious.
carrot cake. Darren, no.
He's like, I want no vegetables.
Look, check it out. He's upset about her choice for her birthday.
Listen. It wasn't even her choice. I just knew I had the option. I was gonna get like an ice cream cake, but I was like, nah. She would rather have something for her. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
on her birthday. Yeah.
right. So, but I was like, like we're gonna have people there. Maybe not. Of course, I get it in my head like nobody likes carrot cake because I don't like carrot cake.
You're the minority in this group as well.
It's cool, right? It's fine. So then I was like, nah. It's her birthday. Get her cake. And so and she was very happy with it. Yes, I did a good job.
I did really good.
I did really good. For those who know me, know that this year I planned well. So, but yeah.
What would you do though? What'd you do besides the cake?
We haven't done the thing. What we're gonna be doing.
Oh,
That's what
The thing you didn't say.
I'm very confident I could say it. And she won't hear it.
Don't even risk
but
it.
I
Don't
won't risk
risk
it.
it.
So just remind me to tell y'all guys next week. It should be very
risky
interesting.
behavior.
nice. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren.
And how was your weekend, friend?
Oh, it was good. Shout out to another October birthday. Actually, a couple more October birthdays.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Derek.
Derek Disu,
Ow.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kay.
Happy birthday, kids. KT.
So Kay turned 40. So for his 40th, we went over to Canada, Toronto.
Right.
And for people who may be saying, damn, 40th, why would you go to cold Toronto in October? Well, with COVID and everything, my older brother lives in Canada, just outside of Toronto. And Kay, because we're all brothers, like from kids, he said, there's no way I'm celebrating my 40th without Wale.
Oh,
So
man.
just in case any COVID, whatever, we're just going to go to Canada. And, man,
That-
what a weekend. Brothers fellowship. Every time we link up, it's just the same stuff. We'll spend the first day for hours just talking. We don't eat nothing. We just sit there drinking and just talking, shooting shit, catching up. It was a fantastic weekend. And at the end, everybody has that feeling, and a lot of them said out loud, man, I needed that. Now I can get back to work and blah, 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 and life and be okay for a while. I just needed that weekend. So, yeah, no, it was great. It was a great
Companionship
weekend,
like that is very important.
bro.
I've definitely grown to recognize that sometimes I feel like I could be like a loner, but it's good to have friends, especially male friends, not especially, but essentially male friends.
Yeah.
That will be on the same page with you.
You calling me essentially male?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, and the I said that when we were there. We were just chilling, and out of nowhere I said, yo, y'all know some people don't have friends?
Yo, I be feeling so bad when I think of that. Like legit, like not even being funny.
That's true.
Like I feel really bad.
It was 10 of us in Toronto, downtown Toronto. At one point we were all outside.
I ain't got 10 friends. I ain't gonna say all that.
You have more than 10. But we all
I'm like,
Right? I'm like,
guys, come
like
on.
guys don't feel bad if you don't have
she
10
has,
friends.
She has max seven
Stop
really
it.
good friends.
No, really good. Really good friends, yeah. We got friends.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Bim.
At one point, we're all just standing on a corner in Toronto eating Jamaican food, as if we're from there,
So
all
simple.
hoodied up and stuff.
Right.
But that's all we need. That's all we need. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Bim, I think I heard your phone silently say, "Look at me." Yo, bro.
So
Let's
good.
see.
And Jen, did you recap your weekend? I'm sorry if I missed it.
She sure did not.
Oh, she did not.
I actually did homework, and I asked before I came here, what did I do this weekend? And I was reminded that we went out to eat for the first time since the weekend before COVID started.
No way.
Like actually purposely go sit down in a restaurant and eat. Yeah, we usually get
in a
takeout.
restaurant. I'm like, oh no, we went to the Mike Rollins thing.
District,
But
yeah, that was
but
outside. Yeah,
That was outside.
and that was a show.
Wow, first time.
Would you guys go? If I could ask.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
the place with the peanuts everywhere.
They don't do that no more. We had a whole
'Cause of
conversation about it.
COVID.
That and I think peanut allergies might have played a part, but I don't know.
It took them that long to sort that out.
I mean, I'm just assuming. I would think. 'Cause I'm like, that's a wild thing for you to do. When
That is, I guess.
a-
I'm thinking about it. Like, yeah, I guess.
yeah, there's a lot of people in the population who can't handle that.
Hey, what they drew a line in the sand.
It's like Chick-fil-A with the Sundays.
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Take us
hey,
as we are.
Hey.
Get with it or get lost.
I don't know if they would have been the best example.
I picture like a Chick-fil-A, like,
Yeah,
like the whole building.
because that's how I feel about the peanuts thing. Like, and the
Because-
Chick-fil-A Sunday thing, you know, it's like, and Chick-fil-A is problematic. but risking all the peanut allergy people's lives is also very problematic.
That's worse than.
That's what I'm.
No, Bim.
Because it hurts you physically.
Good job.
I'm lying. No, because Chick-fil-A is just for religious reasons.
Yeah.
The Sunday thing. Ha! So I can't say. Yeah.
I think I was talking more about the homophobic thing.
But that's not related to Sunday. That's
It's not.
That's
It's just them. That's what I'm saying. Just
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
them as a whole.
Yeah,
They have problematic values
Yeah.
underlying,
Yeah. That
but
chicken
almost
fire,
killing
though.
somebody is still more problematic
Way more.
than having a terrible view.
Way more.
Can we agree on that?
I'm gonna reluctantly say yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because
Cool,
I
cool.
ain't gonna leave you on the ledge.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's my friend.
Oh man.
Yay.
But also, I got back on Monday, but I wanted to have something lined up for me and the wife to do. Even though we've done things and she's taken me on extraordinary trips and whatnot in a short amount of time, we did a lot. But we hadn't done anything local because we were always running around doing stuff here and then we would travel. So I surprised her with a concert. We went to go see her in Boston on Tuesday. And this week is actually our anniversary from when we got together. 9 years on the 22nd.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that. This is that weekend. That week.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good time, man.
That's exciting.
Her is super talented. Man, what a beast. On stage, she played piano, the bass, the guitar, and the drums.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
I can
time.
play those things.
Of course.
Not well though.
Yes, there you go. I was going to say thank you. Yeah, no, so it was a good time, man. It was a good time.
That's awesome.
What you do, Darren?
Um,
I saved the world.
we had family over on Saturday. Football, soccer. Oh, let's talk about something, guys, real quick. So you guys see Mike Carter. He is kind of tall.
Yeah.
Just turned 5 though. And Carter absolutely loves playing soccer. That's his sport. He loves it. He's really good
I
at
was
it.
gonna ask you, are you coaching soccer too?
The wife's coaching soccer. I have football. Okay. And so we find ourselves. So I don't know if I spoke. I'm sure I spoke about it, but just to recap, Carter played soccer last year for the first time on a team, an organized team, and he did terribly at it. He just wanted to run around. He didn't want to have any structure to it. Cool. This year he is more mature,
So much more mature.
and he, I say, has a better handle of his body, and he knows kind of the objective much better than soccer. So now he's like a beast on the field. Like, and I say that with pure pride.
Damn right.
So we find ourselves in a position where the kids line up to play, and a lot of the kids, it's their first year doing it. So it ends up being like, let's say there's 10 kids on a team. There's going to be like 1 or 2 really standout ones that get it much better than the other ones do, and they work together and they're able to get goals. You always find 1 or 2, but for the most part, the kids are kind of slow. They're not aggressive, and that's fine. They're kids. They're learning. This is 4, 5, and 6-year-old.
Yeah.
I should point that out. But
On
every
the same team?
same team. So the way it
5 and
happens,
6?
yeah, it's U6. But usually of the kids there, there's mostly 5, maybe a 4, and then maybe a 6.
Okay.
So, what I'm getting to, picture 2 little fields, horizontally, whatever, and so it's like 5 and 5, 4 and 5, and they balance out. The kids, they don't know what they're doing,
Yeah.
so there's nothing to be serious over. There's not the combine, there's not NFL or whatever. It's just a bunch of kids figuring it out.
You think so?
But then you have my kid, Carter. You have Bay's kid, Jackson, who are very athletic. They are competitive to a degree, and they're just bigger and stronger. So it's Jackson Carter on this team that are like the beasts. What happens is they have a game, I think, and then there's a to try to make it fair. So they try to balance the teams. So we know we don't want to kill the other team, so we usually split up Jackson and Carter. And there's another boy, Jace. Jace is strong, but he doesn't get soccer. But because he's strong and fast, that holds everything else up. I'm sorry.
Did he just apologize
I did.
to the mic, Carl?
I did. I thought it was Jen. I thought it was Jen's mic for some reason. Shut up, Ben. So,
Because I watched it happen.
yeah, because I definitely went.
He said sorry.
Shh, it was an accident. Stop. So, on this side, it's 4-2. Jackson and Carter onto these 4. And of those 4, one was like good, not as good as these 2, but he had another one that was really good. So really, it's 4 bodies under 2, whatever. For whatever reason, the boys are playing. They're kind of being lazy. It's first thing in the morning, and me and Bay are yelling at them. Wake up! Like, play, go, be aggressive. Like, that's how we talk to them because they are our kids.
Yeah.
We want them to be great.
Aggressive.
We want them to
Be
we want them to
aggressive.
work hard.
Yeah.
So they finally wake up. They start playing like they usually do. These 2 are not really giving like more than 60%, and they're demolishing the other team. They don't even really keep scores, Bim, because it's not that competitive. It's just score, yay, okay, go reset, do it again. We give our pointers, have fun, go. The coach from the other side that's being outmanned is now like, okay, you go sit down and trying to sub in. Like, okay, like I already know what the problem is, and it's not your team, sir. You have first timers. So we'll try to split them up. But the way it was, they couldn't be split up.
Yeah.
Cool. They go. The boys are having a field day, 11, 12 goals. Cool. You see they put it online. And now this coach goes, he should be playing with the 8-year-old kids. Right?
Just because he's good?
Because Carter's Carter. So, of course, me and Clarabelle, we hear this. We don't want any problems. Like, we're not trying to be bullies. Like, it's just, pick your poison. Who do you want to destroy you, Jax or Carter? Right? So Bay hears it, and he gets Bay gets kind of hot. So the guy didn't know that we heard it. I'm lighthearted, so I'm not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Clarabelle is one of the coaches on the field. She hears it, and she kind of is bothered. Bay is super bothered. So somehow the coach ended up near them, and they were talking, and the coach was trying to say, no, it's just that. He's good, and blah, blah, blah. He should be playing with the 8 years old. And so now Bay's getting upset.
Why?
Like, he's getting upset because of the tone that the initial comment was said.
Gotcha.
I'm keeping a very big part of this story out.
On purpose?
It's the second time today he's done this. But
No.
go ahead.
It is kind of on purpose because I like how you said that, and that's my view. I try to take it as either he was complimenting or whatever. But then when I add this in, Carter and Jax are really the only 2 people of color between the
Yeah, I figured
25
that from
kids
jump.
on the field.
Yeah,
Right?
you know where you live.
Yeah.
That's not a problem to me.
Yeah.
So this guy now goes back and he's like almost like the tone was, this fucking kid shouldn't even be on this side because he's that good.
Yeah.
In a very upset tone, right? So I hear it, but cool. I'm kind of bothered because Carter just turned 5. You don't know, like, you don't know that enough to say he should be playing with older kids. Cool. I'm not holding that.
Oh,
against
wait.
you.
Are you saying it? You're hearing it as he's a ringer? Like he's older than y'all said he is? Or just because of the skill level?
Both.
Oh.
Like it just, I'm sure they could tell you better than I could. There was like a negative twinge to it.
You don't think it's just because he's getting his ass kicked?
No, it was more than that.
More like, why are these kids here?
Closer to that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, again, I try not to look at it that way, but it was already heard. So now Bay's getting hot. The guy is trying to, oh no, I've upset him. Let me try to, no, that's just not what I meant. It's just he's so good and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, that's not what you meant. That's not what you said. You know, I can say that because I know how to say it.
Yeah.
Damn, I've said it a bunch of times. Yo, this one over here, he's going to be a problem. He's really, really good. But I don't say because he's really, really good, he shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Or because he's the only other child of color, he shouldn't be here.
And I think I'm hearing it different because I've heard coaches or parents say that he shouldn't be playing with these kids because a kid is that talented. I've heard it said like that.
Not this one. And I wish I could replay it, but I'm not in the right way.
Yeah.
Cool. So Bay's kind of trying not to get worked up. Like, you know Bay, he's actually still sitting. And he's like, he just turned 5. It's his second year playing, and that's why he feels like a really good player, not for any other reason than that. And Jackson walks by. So the coach, who's now going, no, not him. Him with the long hair.
What's
Right?
wrong with that? Maybe I'm like, how else you want me to say the black kid? He has long hair.
Okay.
But that's me.
Cool. So Bay looks at, no, that's not my kid. And he turned 5 way after this one turned 5. So you think this one is a problem. This one is even worse. But that's not what the guy was saying. Like, it's, to me, again, like I'm there. I guess you had to kind of be in the moment.
Yeah.
It just was like right. So me and the wife already feel like maybe we should move Carter up because he's just naturally bigger and he knows what he's doing.
No.
And it's like, no.
He's still learning the game.
He's still learning the game, and he is under 6.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So then talking to Jillian kind of had a thing with her son's team where it was now the parents or the environment that are like, you don't belong here in that blatant tone. So now it's the parents that's being shitty.
Oh, that's usually the case with this sports stuff.
Which is, right?
Because
So
that coach is a dad, I'm guessing, of one of the kids.
it's that.
Yeah.
And then he's saying it to the other side and whatever. So now, so me and Jillian kind of having a quick little back and forth. I didn't really get into it because I started to really talk about it. I was getting upset. But it's just sad that, so really, parents that have kids that play sports recognize that they're kids and it's not like the league of leagues and this is the time
bro.
to shine. I get
You ain't
yours.
seen nothing. You ain't
Baseball,
seen-
I don't even go towards
Not
baseball.
even baseball, football, basketball. You
Right.
ain't seen
You'll see
nothing.
the nutballs come out.
Yeah.
They're kids. Let them be kids. Don't project your stupidity onto them because then they ruin it for everyone.
Bro, we had a coach in high school that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That doesn't go away. The overzealous parent, the parent that's so extra, the parent that's yelling at the ref, the parent that's yelling at other parents. There were parents that got into a fist fight at one of Dylan's baseball games.
Bye, Jen. And then they just the kids are just like,
Boom. And the kids are like, yo, what the hell?
do I keep going? Do I keep running? I was just playing.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I don't really know what was the point of me rambling like that.
No, because it's that kind of experience, unfortunately, like will discourage some people.
Right.
And they'll pull their kid out,
Right.
or if the kid sees it and understands what's going on, the kid themselves may not want to play.
So what we were finding, especially like in football now, is that the kids, a lot of times they're just not like really that competitive. Like it's fun. Like
And
they
they're
get to
young.
they're socializing on the line, and then you have some ass parent that's like pay attention, blah. Like we as coaches, we are like that because we want them to pay attention in the game, but it's not that serious.
But here's the flip side of that, and I'm not shooting them any bail because it's still nut ass behavior. When they were kids playing sports, that's what they heard.
Yeah.
So that carries over. So when did you start playing sports?
I football was like in high school.
You didn't do baseball?
No.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so at an early age, I would see the kids that clearly were a little different talent-wise than other people, or the kids that kind of had something, but that parent was pushing them.
Yes,
like
behind.
And you could hear them during the game, get on the... More than the coaches.
What you hear the difference is those parents are almost encouraging their children.
No, like it sounds like berating.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I guess my point is because we kind of thought about that too, where parents are like so a situation happened with a team, the parents didn't like the way the other team was playing, and one parent got upset because another little boy kept pushing her little boy too hard, and then they pull the kid out, and then this one's upset, so they end up pulling all the kids out who don't know any different.
Yeah.
The other team was just like, I was just doing what I was told to do. I was doing the job because I like playing football, and so I feel like those parents are like doing a big disservice to the kids.
Of course.
While you have the supportive parents that are like, no, work harder. Don't let you be overcome. So, there's a point to this. No. Listen, hold on, because it was like a. Okay, so a fight happened. They broke up, and we're those.
An actual fight?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like between the parents.
Oh, okay,
between the parents, not the kids.
Okay.
The parents. They were upset that it wasn't viewed that way, but I'll just say the team that was doing really good happened to be a team of minorities, and the team that was doing really bad were not.
Yeah.
So then it's like, it kind of takes on that not unexpectedly, but like, it's sad that it takes on that tone of, you don't want the white kids playing with the black kids.
And that's definitely a case in some, but I think it's because in witnessing some of Dylan's game and those same situations happening, like their team is predominantly white, the other team is predominantly white, and the similar situation occurs because one team is getting their ass whooped.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Teach your kid to work harder.
right, and that's why the parents were fighting. That's why some parents will yell at the umpire and say, "Yo, you didn't call that as a strike for my kid." Parents get thrown out of games all the time. Meanwhile, your kid is like, "Yo, you're embarrassing
I
me."
just gotta hit the ball.
They're nuts, man. And maybe that's why like my mind keeps going to, no, I just see nut ass behavior from parents at games. Hi, Jen.
Get back. Okay,
Hey.
let's bring Jen back in.
Yo, Chappelle. Did we all watch it?
Yes.
Jen?
What?
Are you looking for something?
I said, yeah. I was trying to read an article really fast.
What? Yo, I swear to God. You can do that when you throwing your pee bag in the toilet?
No, because I don't bring my phone to the bathroom.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you did say. Thoughts?
I don't want to talk about that today. We have so many other things to talk about.
What?
Fine.
No, you don't have to.
Thoughts.
This is your show.
You're stupid. Thoughts. I'm annoyed with the reaction by the people who want it taken off and this and that. It's like, if you listen to what he was saying, he's saying the exact opposite of what you're accusing him of saying, and he's saying that you guys do that.
Fam.
The irony is too much. I can't handle it.
I feel like people are messing with us on purpose. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Chappelle is like, yo, I couldn't have said. I feel like he sat and meticulously wrote this bit
Yeah.
out, or the special out, to
get this reaction.
not
No.
to get the reaction.
No.
To try to word it in the
safest?
easiest,
Okay.
safest way. Yo, fam. He even got to the point where then he said, yo, I talking about white people, man. He said that.
He said that. He's like, I ain't got no beef with you. I ain't never had no beef with you. And it's kind of like that person who keeps saying, I got haters, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you ain't got no haters because
Nah,
ain't
no
nobody
hater
worried
here.
about you.
Yeah, I ain't worried about you.
I ain't worried
Worry
about
about them. And he even told a story about the comedian that he had open up for him.
What a great story.
And she did terrible, but she, it was a trans woman, and they had the conversation afterwards and all of that, and then
What happened?
she took her own life.
Oh, broke my heart when I heard that.
One digress for a second. What a storyteller he is.
Very good.
Oh my goodness.
I already knew before he started that she had passed away.
Did you? Oh, you knew about that already.
Yeah, I just seen it like that's how I found out there was a new special.
Oh, okay.
Because she was trending, and then I kind of went down that rabbit hole.
Right.
So I knew she had passed away before he told the story, and even still, it was kind of like, wow.
Yeah, because you didn't know like how deep all
Yeah.
that stuff was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how can somebody watch that, hear that story? That's not, I have plenty of black friends. That's not that.
No.
It's I built a relationship. I gave this person an opportunity because I saw them as an equal, as a fellow comedian,
And-
not all the other stuff.
And people that are part of that community are the ones that attack that person.
Can you imagine? It's,
And this is why I didn't want to talk about
It's
it, because
sad.
it's stressful.
it's we're holding a mirror up, or Dave tried to hold a mirror up to society and say, hey guys, this is
we're
what you
doing.
look like. This is
Yeah.
what you're doing. You're being very ridiculous. We have to just look at each other as people, right? And then from there we can tackle a bunch of stuff. He never denounced anything.
Nothing.
He never spoke against.
Nothing.
But then now you have.
It's like there's this thing amongst people, not just any particular group, but every group, where you can't speak about something that relates to me unless you're praising it.
Right.
Even if you're just saying something neutral about it, no, you can't speak on it.
Right.
And it's kind of like I had said plenty of times before, when people keep screaming everything's racist, then you don't know what racism is anymore.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel like. Everyone's just like, everything's offensive. Like, no, it's not though. Like,
So you're then taking away the ability to have a conversation, which is how we get to where we are as human beings. We have brains. We can listen to each other. We can pull things from each other. We learn, and we evolve that way.
and the people who are actually being done wrong to, that gets diluted because it sounds like everyone else who's claiming something has happened to me.
Right.
When, you know what I mean? So now it's like, oh, and when there's literally the NFL just changed a policy this week that they were, when it came to like concussion, what's the word?
Protocol.
No, not protocol. Like players who've played and retired.
Oh.
And then they would go back to get evaluated to see if they
Had CTE or anything.
yeah
like that.
had been affected.
Yeah.
they started the black players at a lower cognitive level than the white players.
Stop it.
Yeah, this just got changed this week. Like, that's the kind of thing we're talking about. And so therefore the black players wouldn't get compensation nearly as much. And then like 70% of the players are black. So if you're a business trying not to pay out as much money,
I did not know that.
yes, that's one of the things I want to talk about today. So it's like, this is what we mean as far as things that are not okay and not equal, because who is anyone to say that one minority or one race or ethnicity, whatever, is more naturally smarter or naturally at a higher level than any other? Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
Right. It's very archaic thinking. Yeah.
For it to just be now changed this week.
Yeah, that's very wild.
Super wild.
Wow, NFL, you got some explaining to do. Man.
But you know, they got the Super Bowl halftime.
No, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care.
I'm gonna watch it too, but I'm just like, you have way better things you could have done better.
Yeah.
John Gruden was out here until this.
Gruden was wilding. Darren, I know you don't watch football a lot like that. Did you see what happened with John Gruden? Do you know who John Gruden is?
Let's get into it, Bim. Go ahead.
So he used to coach for the Buccaneers. They call him Chucky. He's the coach that looked like the Chucky doll in the face. So he was part of the Monday Night Football crew on ESPN for a little bit as a
he was a Raiders
he was
coach.
calling the game. He was Raiders coach, and leaked emails came out.
Was he also a Washington coach? Is that how that happened?
I feel like he was one of the assistant coaches in
Because
Washington.
they said that it wasn't originally investigation into him. There was some kind of investigation around the Washington football team.
NFL is offending everywhere.
The Washington football team, for some reason, they're like investigating something and looking into the emails that would be evidence for that thing.
So they really just stumbled onto this.
Onto the Gruden thing, and they were like, "Hold on, what?"
So
Imagine.
Gruden,
So that's how this happened.
racist comments, sexist comments about the commissioner Roger Goodell. Female referees.
He called them the word that we bleep out
Yeah,
Oh wow.
in
Yeah.
work emails.
he was talking
In
foul.
work emails.
Yeah,
Golly.
yeah, he was talking.
He called
foul.
him the P word.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is what pissed me off about his thing. He got to resign. He didn't get fired. He got to resign.
See, the first thing I saw was, I think it was during the broadcast last Sunday or something, and I think it had just started happening. So they reported exactly what was in the email, and they said that he had said like a black player or something's lips looked like Michelin tires or something wild like that.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
And I was looking at the screen like, because they wrote it on the screen. I'm like, what? But now when they report it, like any article you find, they don't put that part in.
Yeah.
They'll put the part of what he said about Goodell, you know, they'll bleep out the swear words and they'll say what he said about this, but they just be like, oh, and then he made some remarks about a black player.
It didn't get the coverage that
It should have.
Oh no, yeah.
It did
well,
not.
that's
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure NFL was like, I don't say anything else.
Because it makes the Shield look bad.
Yes.
The more you dive in and
Yeah,
you get,
yeah.
And so then the other part of it is because he's pretty high up on the food chain. So it's like, how high up do people talk like this, and
Right.
what effect does that have on other,
Right.
which we've all known, which is why I get mad about the pandering. Back to square one, full circle, because I'm like, there's underlying things that you guys need to fix,
Yeah.
and you guys act like, oh, well, let's just give them Mary J and Snoop Dogg, and then they'll shut the hell up.
No, Jen, no.
You just don't get it.
It's too.
Yo, this no was so quick. No.
Stop bringing Mary into the dancery. She didn't.
There's no hateration, and there's no holleration.
Darren, you don't want to be in the dancery.
Darren used to be all up in the
Darren used to be in
dancery.
the dancery.
Dancery.
Doing dance hall in the
He-
dancery. in
Dance
fact.
hall in the dancery. Dance
Stop
hollering.
saying that. Doing dance on the dancery.
Oh my God.
Wow, okay.
But I think Chappelle is doing exactly what he's supposed to do as a comedian, and the Netflix employees, I don't know if you saw, they did like
Yeah.
a
They tried to
walkout.
do-
They had like mad demands.
I thought they
Did you see all the
tried to
demands? No, they did it. They had like mad demands.
One of the demands, they don't want to see anything with Chappelle on like any other give stuff out, T-shirts or billboards or.
Why?
They didn't want to see any of that in the Netflix office. They want more trans content. They want.
Wait,
Which that's all stuff. If you want that, that's fine. But you don't have to tie that to.
David, he
to-
literally gave you trans content. He literally did that.
No, he's not lying.
He
He's not
literally
lying.
That's
did
what made it
this.
funny.
He's not
That's what
lying.
made
We want
funny.
more trans.
That's what he just.
Did you guys watch the whole thing?
And that's
Right.
exactly Dave's point. He's like, the people that come at him are the people who
Who
get the talking
beat,
points from an
right.
article, and they didn't actually listen.
Spot on. Spot
This
on.
is kind of like when South Park made fun of Kanye and said that Kanye can't take a joke,
And-
then he tried to sue them for the episode because he can't take a joke.
They told you what was happening.
And then it happened. And he got so mad about fish sticks.
Yep. Choke a South Park writer with a fish stick. Is that what he said? In the song?
Is it a
How
song?
do you even do that?
He said that in the song.
How do you do the fish stick get smaller than this?
He said it
How do
in
I
the
choke
song.
you with this, Bim?
It's all soft.
Because in the episode,
Bush.
there was a joke they were telling.
Yeah.
And the joke was, do you like fish sticks? And then the person would say, yeah. And he would say, what are you, a gay fish? And so whoever it was just telling the joke everywhere to everyone. It was just a dumb joke. And then the person, somehow somebody told the joke to Kanye. And he fell for it like everyone else. Cartoon Kanye. And then he's like, yeah. And they were like, oh, are you a gay fish? And then they made a song that sounded like an 808s and heartbeat song.
Amazing sketch.
Amazing.
Amazing sketch.
And then he watched that and said, I'm going to sue these people for making fun of me.
Listen,
That's exactly what this is.
this is the thing about comedy I don't get.
Mm.
If you know it is comedy,
Mm-hmm.
why are you offended?
And-
it is a joke.
And that's where that's where the disconnect is happening with comedy. Remember we were talking about Twitter earlier? Yeah. Everybody had an understanding
That
in
this is just
2010.
funny.
We just having fun. We just talking shit.
Because if somebody put some like real sad stuff up, what was the first thing you say back? Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you? Try doing a who hurt you now.
Hey, he's bullying me.
Oh my God, I'm very hurt. I'm
he
triggered.
was insensitive.
I'm
Because as a secretary, I was very overwhelmed.
I'm
and-
trauma. I'm traumatized.
It's like,
I'm overcoming this trauma, and now here you are.
and it's like, I do feel for those people who are really in the moment. Like, I had somebody pass of cancer, and I'm trying to get away from that, and here you are telling the cancer joke.
Right.
But recognize, you don't know me. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Like, this could be your way of coping with that trauma. Guys, it's a joke. It's a joke. You've walked into the joke literally and are upset at it.
But there are some people who still don't understand what's too far, because there have been people who have made jokes. Black people make jokes about black people all the time.
Yes.
And we're like, okay, we get that. But then there's some people who might be not black and tell a joke about black people, and you're like, whoa.
And some of them could do it well.
Some people do it well because they understand actual humor, and some
Right.
people are just offensive. And there's some people who just don't understand the difference between offensive and funny.
Right.
And so some people, this Chappelle thing, they're like, well, this was offensive. And it's like,
And it was it's like, you're talking about me, but I'm not saying anything bad. But still, you're talking about me.
that's the problem.
What are you
I can't speak
offended
about you.
at? What are you offended at?
Literally,
What
because
did I say?
because you as a non-trans person cannot say the word trans anything and speak about it.
Or speak about my own experience with
With.
that group.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't talk about what y'all been
Because
saying?
he
to
didn't
me?
he didn't make up that story. He didn't make up any of those stories.
And then here's the funny thing. He's touring in the UK right now. And not too many people will talk to the press because, the press is going to go outside of his sold out shows. But there was a gay couple there, a lesbian couple, sorry. And they said, yeah, no, we love the special. The people who are upset, we're not upset. They're not listening. They're not listening.
And that's what we're
It
saying.
is a joke.
Yeah. And it's not even.
It's not even a joke.
It wasn't even a joke.
It was a real story.
Well, so I'm talking about some of the things that he said.
Yeah.
During the special, it was
earlier,
like,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
What he said about Bruce Jenner was like, that is true.
Hilarious.
That happened.
Hilarious.
Guys, that happened. That's exactly what happened.
He's just saying what he saw.
Right. And he added a funny spin to it. And you're mad at that?
And who, again, something's very different. Take Eddie Murphy Raw.
Oof.
And then
Take Bernie Mac. Him downstairs.
Come on, yo. Rest in peace to the GOAT, man. Oh, hilarious. Paul Mooney. Like, what are we doing? This is comedy. We walk in to a theater understanding, hey, this person may make fun of me, and I'm just going to have to eat it and laugh.
Like, does that mean in 10 years somebody's going to be offended because horror movies scared them? So we can't do horror movies no more?
Oh, we're heading down that road.
Ain't we?
If you know,
You know it's a
this
scary
is
movie.
thing, and you still willingly walked into it,
Yeah.
and then were shocked to find that it was what you thought.
I'm going to tweet about this. Yeah.
That's literally what I'm dealing with in football. He hit my kid too hard. It's football.
Football. Damn, man. We're screwed, yo. We're screwed. It was in Canada, but my brothers said that the kids had like 3 recesses. I said, wait, what? In
3?
school? I said, oh, we're doomed. We're doomed.
3?
What in the Terrence and Phillips is going on up there?
I mean, more
But
power
we
to
are
you,
doomed.
but
When
if
the
you didn't-
aliens come, it's a wrap. It's a
excuse
wrap
me,
for us,
aliens.
yo.
Excuse me. It's almost 11:30.
Yeah, right.
Recess.
Right. And because of all of this stuff, I don't know how I ended up at this thought. This generation would question God if they met him. They, to the point, like, people are at a point where they would question even the creator and criticize.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, what a good point.
I just throw my hands up at it all.
And criticize.
Yeah. And criticize.
Have the nerve to criticize.
So, but why does water have to be blue?
I mean, who thought of that? Blue is not even blue. Is what? Because it's a man color.
Right. Why'd you give me this? Oh no, let me stop. And that's the show, guys.
This moment was brought to you by 2010 Twitter.
Right.
Problematic at its finest.
Oh my God.
Okay, quickly, because I know Jen didn't watch it. Squid Games.
Yes,
Man,
Jen. Are you gonna watch it? Do you think?
no.
Darren, you know what's funny? I gotta make funny real quick. Someone had put up a post saying, "Hey, black people, this is how you say these words."
And half of them were Darren words?
And they had S's at the end of all of them. And Squid Game was one. And you added the S.
Squid Games.
And they had Joe Budden. Cross out the S. Yeah. Why do we do that with the S's?
That's right.
Do you mind if we discuss briefly?
We'll try to be quick.
I'll pick what my next topic is gonna be.
There you
Y'all
go.
go ahead.
Okay. Darren.
Good show. I was invested. I finished that thing in like 2 days. Human experiments are
Okay. I know where I go from there.
I denounce them and silently applaud them
I applaud the hell out
because I how else do you get this raw data? How else do
Bruh.
you find out who's gonna do what? The
Oh, girl, get into
the
it.
Indian guy.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay, so that episode.
Yes.
Are you talking about with the marbles?
With the marble game. Yep.
What an episode! Did you get emotional?
I did
Not cry, but like
not like
yeah.
him and the
girl.
girl. My heart, my arts.
And I'm just here for anybody who didn't watch. Give you a reason to keep listening.
They need somebody else to.
Yeah.
and we won't give too much.
Yeah, but
But do you finish, right?
I finished.
Okay, go ahead.
Dang, you know what's crazy? When we were on the radio 10 days ago,
Yes.
Darren was like, I had never watched it.
Right.
And now 10 days later, I finished.
She got right to. That's how good it was, though.
It was very good. I wasn't saying it like, of course I finished. You know.
No, I'm just saying. I'm so I feel because
I
I'm
was
the
just
minority now.
invested.
Me and you had a thing.
You ruined it.
Me and you had a thing. Him, Clarabelle, and franchise was talking about it. Me and you was just over here like we had a whole conversation
And I left you.
under our breath.
I left
They didn't even
you.
hear us talking, Darren.
They did.
And now-
Jen, I'm a piece of shit.
So now you understand where my energy's coming from.
Oh my
We're
God.
on the same team now, but a week ago.
Me and Darren was just all like,
Yeah,
you
we had-
ain't watched it? I ain't watched it either.
Yeah,
What they
right.
talking about?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, Jen. I definitely left you by yourself.
Sure did.
I definitely was like, I'll be back.
Watch the whole thing.
Oh my God.
But no, good show. Good. I don't want a season 2.
So, because of the success, and I don't know if they knew this in advance because it didn't need to be a season 2.
It didn't.
The way it ended, fam, please go do what you got to do. But I would have preferred a prequel with Buddy and his own game experience.
Exactly.
Amazing.
That. Exactly that.
Because the game has been going on for decades.
Oh man.
Yeah. So give us his experience.
Okay.
Give us his
So
free.
Jen, I can tell you real quick, right?
Of course, you can tell me real quick.
The kind of the setup of the show. This guy finds himself in the middle of these childhood games.
Korean games.
Yes. So there's like for instance, like a tug of war. There's red light, green light. Of course, now everybody's making the memes about if I was in it, well, I couldn't help but dancing if they played a certain song.
Yep.
It's ha ha ha.
And the honeycomb thing. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I haven't seen any of those yet, but I've heard.
Oh, I've seen
Well, told me.
people like putting silly things in there. Yeah.
So of course it got me thinking like, what childhood games
Wow.
for us, right? Because if I woke up and I don't think it was red light, green light, but I think like off the wall.
Darren, Imagine if Scatter.
Yo,
my goodness.
oh my God.
Or badminton that quarter, we all took it.
Jen,
Pickleball?
Pickleball.
So the on the show, if you lose the game, you die. Pretty much.
That's abrupt.
Yes. So not even so red light, green light, and
Yes.
this doesn't give it too much away. So Jen, red light, everybody's frozen. Green light, we all go.
Red
light, and you sneeze, gunshot, you're done. That's
Yeah,
it.
bullet, bullet,
Yeah.
bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, I was like, oh, what game was? I was thinking like taps.
Wow. Taps would get very intense. 24 hours.
Like those poor little girls in the Liberty Mutual commercial, jump roping.
Double Dutch.
Yep.
Or hopscotch or something. But it was a good show, Jen.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you should watch it.
You shouldn't. It's not your kind of show.
No,
you.
don't
Yeah,
think-
it's not her kind of show.
Thanks, Ben.
Oh.
I don't
That
like, I don't
show?
like gory death.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then,
Yeah, it's not her
so
thing.
I didn't know you didn't like gore.
Nah, she watches network TV.
That sounded judgy as hell.
No, but it's
no, I mean that's nothing.
But you get certain things with network TV. 911 will be the worst of
yeah, and I
some-
stopped watching because I got like grossed out at one point. I need to get back into it because I love that show.
Tell me I don't know my friends. See?
All 12 of us.
All 12 of yo.
So
Jim definitely has the most friends with us.
What are you
most
talking about?
combined.
Anytime I come here, Darren got some different friend here.
You're not my
He
friend.
did just have a different friend, didn't he?
See? And I was like, Darren, I didn't know you had
I
friends
thought
like
he just
that.
met that kid. He's like, oh, he's like family cousin. I'm like, I never heard you talk about him.
In fact, we're closer
He's
than that.
the one, like I explained to him, he's the one that said...
Don't say it on the mic because then people are going to be like, I'm never listening to that kid's podcast. Don't say it. Don't say it.
absolutely
Wow.
right.
So
I
make
said,
sure you guys tune
you're
into his
absolutely
podcast when he puts
You're
it out.
absolutely right. They'll make a mental note. No,
Why would I
sir.
listen to that kid? No,
No,
don't do it.
no.
So
See, I just saved you.
Bim's the good one. You're right. We do carry Darren. You hear that shit?
Oh, shit.
I had to stick up for him because you almost threw him under a whole bus. A whole boat shaped bus. You was about to go. Whew. So Darren asked the question about human experiment. And I said, okay, I know where I'll go next. Did you guys hear about the pig kidney?
The who now?
The pig kidney?
Nah. Said Pickney?
Pig kidney. Kidney of a boar.
Okay.
So, this past week, Americans surgeons successfully gave a pig kidney as a transplant to a human being.
Get out.
And so basically, they attached the kidney to the outside of the body. They genetically modified the pig kidney because human bodies cannot accept animal organs. So they genetically modified this kidney, and then they connected it with the kidney on the outside of the body
Something's telling me we're not supposed to be doing this. Yeah.
lot.
Sorry, keep going.
for 54 hours. And the body responded fine to the kidney, and then they disconnected it. So I was like, this is kind of weird. It's like a battery or something. But the person who they used was already declared deceased, but they kept them on a ventilator to keep the body.
It's just getting worse.
It's getting worse
Look at that.
because I heard different news stations talking about it, and I had to piece it together. I'm like, what? So yeah, the person was technically deceased, but they kept the body basically able to keep the organs, which I just learned recently that that's a thing. You know, people say they want to be organ donors. So if you pass away, you like the brain might be dead, but they keep the
body's
body
still
alive.
working, yeah.
They keep the body on life support.
Squid Game.
Oh, yeah.
It had to be a certain way. Yeah. Go ahead.
So they keep the body basically on life support so that even though the person themselves is deceased, the organs stay alive.
Right.
So that's what this situation was. The person had passed away, but they kept the organs alive by keeping the body on ventilator to test this out. So they tested out for 54 hours. The kidney and the person's body interacted fine. So they believe that they should be able to give humans pig kidneys coming down in the future, which I think they said like 12 people a day or something pass away from waiting for an organ
Yeah,
transplant.
that's true.
But then it's like the cloning thing. We probably could do it, but should we?
Should we? Yeah.
But should
People
we?
are supposed to die. It sucks to say. It's very
Yeah.
morbid.
Yes. Yeah.
But like, it's like, I don't. Maybe I'm old fuddy duddy. Maybe I don't know. But like, sometimes we do things as humans, and it's like,
we
man,
shouldn't have done
why are we
that.
messing with certain things?
And so it made me think about certain things, and like a whole almost day later, or I had a few questions. So and these are rhetorical questions, these are not real questions. But like if this became a thing, one, if a person needed a kidney transplant, will the doctors tell you ahead of time, we have one for you, but it's not human?
Ooh, you got to.
Yeah, you got to disclose that.
You have to.
You would
But
say,
do you?
But do they?
Because I could see the hospital like, we can charge more. It's not going to cost us that much to get that pig kidney, but they don't know it's a pig kidney. We sell it as a human kidney.
People kill pigs every day.
Every day.
And you don't eat the kidneys.
But if it's the same as the procedure that they did, don't give me something that's going to be on the outside.
No, they were just testing it out.
Okay, yeah.
So we're assuming now they've perfected it. It's a viable option for
Oh,
if
boy.
you need a kidney. Yes.
And then if that's the case, if they tell somebody, okay, you can either stay on the waiting list for another year, or we've got this for you right now, do you take it?
I know I said humans be doing stuff, but I'm changing my mind. If it's a loved one, somebody I really care about,
Yes.
man, give
me whatever you got to
whatever.
keep them alive.
Yeah.
I understand. I guess not greedy, but thinking of how the health system works is going to be an absorbent amount of money for
Already
them
is.
to do this, and it probably doesn't cost them the same.
Bill the insurance.
I'm getting no, because the insurance is going to bill you.
At least you're alive to pay the bill until you die.
We're gonna get this $5 pig heart from a $5 pig that's on its way to be chicharron, and then give it to this person and charge them.
My thing is,
Because you're getting charged for the procedure.
Do they save the human kidneys for certain people and not say it?
That's what it'll become.
That'll become.
Yeah.
Kind of like how now with healthcare, the people who have more money get better
better
healthcare.
thing,
Like we
yeah.
saw when Trump caught COVID, his COVID fight was nothing like other people because he was president of the United States.
Yeah.
Right. So
a homeless man's gonna get the pig kidney.
and the Johnson & Johnson
If
vaccine.
the homeless man gets the pig kidney,
Right, but they have an abundance because it's a
hey
pig.
kid, hey, you want this?
You're right.
And then it's like, do they okie doke people? Like there might be a human kidney that's available in a week, but they kind of talk to me like a
This is
car
what I see.
salesman.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we know we have one, but let's just kind of talk them into this other one so that one can still be on ice.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
You know what I mean? Like the whole thing just seems like a very slippery slope.
then
But at the same time, it seems like great leaps in medicine.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Yeah, we don't have a choice. We just rolling, and because if for the desperate person, they're gonna take it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're gonna take it. Whatever they're doing on the back end, shady stuff, saving. Oh, we had an actual human one, but let's just hold it. Give them this one. Yeah, yeah. And how they're gonna base on who gets.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Jeez. But the human experiment stuff, and I'm sorry, I forgot his name already.
Who
was here?
Klawan.
Klawan. He was alluding to Squid Game being similar to other stuff. Mm-hmm. I enjoy the Saw movies. I enjoy anything where I'm going to put this pencil here, and then I'm going to put a check for $500,000 over there, and the first person who can sign that check with this pencil gets it.
Human experiment.
And put 5 people in the room.
It's kind of like the human experiment you had brought up a while back about the twins that got separated.
Yeah.
At what point is it just like, oof?
It's for me, I guess it's the scary part of it all. It's just man's willingness to go to those uncharted territories just for human experiments. Like, it's incredibly morbid.
And boredom. If that's the case, like people so wealthy, they need
like
something
people that
else.
go
They
to
need to
space.
figure it out. But like,
Why are you going to space?
Why are you going to space when there's so much Earth that needs to be fixed? There's so much Earth to fix.
Have you seen deep down in the ocean?
Have you seen where the containers are? We cannot get no trucks, but y'all niggas with the space.
Go to space. Damn, why they go to space?
We can't get sneakers delivered. We can't get toys delivered. We can't get paper towels delivered. But you are going to Mars.
The business that was like, we need to make a rocket, needed like a good Nigerian, like Ghanaian aunt, like just how you did. Why are you going to space?
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Get out of here, man.
Why are you going? You ever stop. You ever look at one of your people's, you at a party and it's popping. And then your man's is like, yeah, all right, man, I'm gonna head up. Yo, fam, where you going? Look, man, there's drink, there's da-da-da. They smoking over there, they did coke. Where you going? Where you going? Wait, you ever been in Vegas? Why you going to the moon? Are you that bored, yo?
He said, "Have you been to Vegas?"
Like it's, I don't know.
There's so much Earth they could have fixed with the money. You took William Shatner.
But
They've given up on this planet.
But
That's what I'm saying. They have something in the works,
Oh,
like the pig
yeah.
kidney.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be at Applebee's on Mars.
what do you guys? This man is gonna blow up soon. They're gonna do it to themselves.
Chick-fil-A's going.
And then they're gonna sell tickets for the for that populated planet. Like, come watch Earth explode. They'll sell tickets to it, and this is the best view. Oh.
Not the best view.
It's man's negative, dark ability to just go to those like lengths.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and it awakens that animal instinct that's subdued in us, right? Because
Really?
it exists.
You think it's animal?
If we just call it animal instinct, but it's our. This clothes and all, this ain't us. We're the only species that's like this. Mm-hmm. So why do we think we're so much better? People kill people. People steal. People do terrible things to other people.
Can you imagine if a dog ran up and like robbed another dog?
Come on, we were like, what the hell is going on? With the, why
you take his collar?
Yo, what's up with you, man?
I don't know.
My dad didn't hug me.
Right.
What, Rover? What are you talking about? I grew up in a group home. What? You're a dog. They call it a kennel.
I was ripped away from my siblings at a young age.
That is true.
Dogs
should have more trauma than us.
Dogs have tough
That's
lives.
all I'm saying.
Oh,
dogs have tough lives.
And here we are. So humans will create
because
a problem.
of why? Because of humans.
Yeah.
It's us.
It's us.
It's always
you said,
us.
Hey, we're gonna make this robot that's gonna solve all of our problems. The robot's like, yeah.
Oh no, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys. A human will create something that causes problems, and then create another thing that'll cause more problems, but it'll fix that problem. Right? How long on a drug commercial are they talking about the side effect? But they try to fool you with somebody on a swing. Meanwhile, the voice is saying can cause like
the Sky Rizzy commercial.
Which I ended up seeing, but we create all these issues. So the human, something awakens. We think we're so sophisticated and so advanced, but we still, in certain instances, resort back to something actions that just don't make sense. Yeah, for our own advancement, for our own wealth or whatever. Sad.
Very sad.
Sad stuff.
But then without those, then would we be as far along as we are?
Do we need to be? Like, I question it all the time because strip us down. Granted, this version of us is not interested in farming or building your own home or anything like that. But guess what? That was the standard
It's
of
funny
living.
because the other day I was thinking, what is humans' natural habitat?
Yo, are you in my head?
Oh my God.
Are you?
Oh my God. We've been like, do we just become best friends?
I think we did.
Oh my God.
Because the bees, they go and pollinate. They get the whatever.
They're in the honeycomb.
And they do that, right? Ants, they do something that does
And
something.
the anthills in the holes.
Yeah, they do that. Other insect or other birds or whatever eat insects to help control this because there were too
And
many
they
of
make
that.
nests.
What in the hell is our purpose?
What is the purpose?
What is the purpose of us?
God was bored.
We are God's experiment.
Yes.
A God experiment.
He did it.
Oh my God.
God created this. God created that. And it was well. God created this and it was good. And it was good. And then God chilled and was like, everything's a little too good.
Let's make little versions of me.
So he created some dumb guy. And the guys.
You guys are going off the deep
No, keep going,
We
Bim.
here.
Keep going, Bim.
Then he creates some. Nah, I can't go too far.
Okay, I'm here.
But then he introduces humans.
He did.
And then there's
No.
mayhem.
Go start
I'm not
at
doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I want you to start at the bell.
You saw I skipped the chapter, right?
You
Yeah.
did. And I'm so upset. Why couldn't you start at the front, Bim?
We know what happened. We know what happened. We know what happens in the beginning, like a few
Yeah,
pages in,
they
guys.
just- Come on. Come on. Start with Adam.
I'm not doing it. But you get where I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was here. He's going to go there. Oh, it's going to be so great.
Not doing it.
I'm going to say this when he says that.
At the end of the day, we're the issue. And we're just going to create more issues because that's what we do.
Because a black man would never give up his rib.
Love it. Love that line. It's true.
And that might be one of my favorite albums of the year.
Ooh.
I forgot everything.
It's a good album. It's a grower.
It's a grower.
It's a grower.
It's a grower, not a
What came out
shower.
this year?
Yeah. What came out this year? Drake, Kanye, Cole, Common. Yep.
Busta Rhymes. Was that this year?
He dropped the album? No, not this year.
Was
That was
that
last
last
year.
year? Oh, okay.
But she's waiting for a worthy versus opponent. I think that'd be a good one. We had a discussion about it last
Bustin'
night.
Her?
What?
Did you say her?
No, Busta Rhymes.
Oh, actually, I have a good one.
Who?
Who you got?
Eminem.
Ugh, I wouldn't watch that.
Yeah.
First of all, there's no white people in verses, Darren. I don't know if you know if it's,
That's
notice
an
the pattern.
interesting
Because
one. I didn't
lyrically,
think of that.
they're similar to each other. They both kind of had not a similar career, but they had their ups and their downs. And,
Nah, I didn't.
No?
No.
The only reason why I'd exclude M is because Bus had a career in the 90s. So it's just a deeper catalog.
Got it. Yeah,
You
exactly.
go,
Yeah. Especially-
Scenario.
Yeah.
Nothing M plays to be in scenario.
Oh, that's right. I'm not even. I'm thinking Bust, not.
Leave the new school.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we talked about it yesterday, we determined that that's the only person that could battle LL Cool J.
Whoa.
Get out of my head. Get out. In Canada,
That's good.
I had said that because L from the 80s,
Yeah.
Bus from the 90s, close enough.
Yeah.
Bus has high energy song, girls songs. LO has the same. And LO is going to rap.
Yep.
And he could put on a show.
Yeah.
But he making it CSI money, so he's probably like, nah.
Yeah, he ain't worried about
Nah.
that.
Todd.
But that's the one.
I know he's Todd now.
He's Todd.
He's James Todd Smith. He is not LL no more.
When he stopped wearing hats, oh shoot,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get money.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
bro. We get it.
Whatever.
But I think that's the best opponent also.
That's it.
That's a really good one.
And then the next would be Missy.
Yeah, but the only reason why I don't like that one is Missy's R&B catalog. Bus don't got R&B.
Yeah.
So that's like I see a lot of people say that because they're animated in the videos, but Missy got I want her to unleash that R&B catalog on somebody. Yeah, Bus ain't the one. I want somebody that like can. But who do you put Missy
tussle.
against?
Can tussle.
Yeah.
I had just one dumb question. I don't know where we are for time or how long we're gonna go.
That's cool
but-
because the people wanted this, right? This is what you was asked for, so here it is.
Here it is.
You won't ask
All
again,
right, you
and
happy
make
now?
Darren
You
mad.
happy? All right, we're here. I love you, cousin. I love you. You're holding an event,
I'm holding an event.
right?
Jen would never.
You're organizing an
Thank you,
event,
Bim.
right?
This is why you're my best friend.
And running down the people you got to invite, you say, I want to invite Darren, but he's probably not going to come, which could be very true. I'm probably not going to go, right? Do you still invite me?
Yes.
And can I still get upset if you do not invite me?
I've
So-
had that happen in real life.
Which I never understand. Like,
Like, when you don't ever come, but then when we don't say nothing to you, you upset. Yeah.
why? Are you like that?
Nah.
You had to think about it.
I had to think about it. I had to give it an honest thought.
Right.
I didn't want to just answer like willy-nilly. Nah.
I love not being invited somewhere.
I wouldn't say that.
It makes me so happy. to hear.
I'm indifferent.
No.
Like, kind of like, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
I'm going there.
Here we go.
Our high school reunion's coming up. 20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
Classical lights, we in there. I mean,
Ow.
some of us in there.
And even before it was officially a thing, it had been asked, would
we organize?
we go? Would we organize one? Da, da, da. 5-year came, not interested. 10-year came, still not
You
interested.
didn't go to any of them?
No, Bill. We've been to all of them, I feel.
I feel like I only went to one.
At least 2. Oh, no. Only one. You're right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
So when the 20-year came up, I'm like, So the question for me is, and I don't want to discourage anyone from going. If you guys go. I said I would only go if I get to go as Darren's sidekick.
Which is fine.
That's just,
But she still won't go.
She won't go.
Yeah.
if I go, maybe I'll go.
If I go,
We already said we were going. We already said, yeah, we'll go. Go
I
ahead.
probably won't go. I'm just trying to
See?
be. I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, my
because I don't
God.
want anyone to be like, oh, like I don't want anyone to think there's something wrong with going because of what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying.
no,
she's
they
just
know
not
you.
going because
They
she's
just
Jen.
want to go. Yeah.
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 But I don't want to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
You don't even want to be here. Yeah. See, we know you.
I just want to be
Hello, hey, they got treat you wrong. Don't take it personal. So my question, like,
Karaoke list had that.
is
Yes.
a high school reunion even relevant anymore?
Why not?
Because I feel like for our school in particular, or schools in our city, a lot of people still stay within the area.
That's every state.
Right.
Yeah.
So in this age of social media, in this age of we're
True.
much
That's
more
a good
mobile
point.
as we are,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
if the people who you want to keep in contact with, you've kept in contact with.
It's true.
And that used to be a thing that was more important when people like all ventured out. Even I shouldn't say ventured out. Back in the day, moving 30 minutes away, that was it.
You
were
got
cut
his
off.
house number? Nah, damn. All right.
You were cut off.
Yeah.
If your phone number is in my little black book and somehow that page gets ripped out, that's it. I will never hear from you again.
Yeah.
People started whole new families by going 2 streets over, and you never knew about it, right? But now
The good old days.
now everything's so interconnected. You can literally Google someone's name and find where they're at.
Right.
So like, is it even necessary anymore? We can just make a Facebook group and do the same
Yeah,
thing.
but it's not the same as far as like like actually talking and catching up with that person.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess I think would be better. Like I feel like I'd interact better with you in person.
Why can't you?
Online? It's not.
No, why can't you guys meet
Do you have an experience?
online?
Make an appointment
and
'Cause
say,
it's-
hey, let's go get
because
lunch.
It's so much easier. It's just,
Oh, God.
Oh my God! Right, a lunch.
Are you kidding me? I can't just walk away when the conversation
Listen.
stalls out.
I saw a friend of ours from classical out in the street one day, and I almost in my head got worried that I was like, "Man, how long do I got to talk to you for?"
And that's what I'm saying. So the people that you really genuinely want to talk to, you've reached out to. Like we all went to high school together. We genuinely want to talk to each other. We reached out to each other.
Yeah.
We talk to each other every week.
Yeah.
So why are we forced?
It's just a thing to do, Jen. I don't know.
I understand it's a thing to do, but I'm saying in this day and age,
Why do we
does it
need
carry the
charade?
same weight of having a high school reunion as back in like the 60s and 70s?
Got
Like
it.
it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a valid
Yeah.
point, though. I think the younger generation, it may phase out with them unless there's
Or
somebody
maybe not,
adamant
because
about doing it.
homecoming's still a big deal. I thought homecoming would have fizzed out.
No, that's different. The homecoming is different. Yeah, because it's so you are right. Homecoming every October. It's not like it that homecoming game exists every year, regardless,
Right.
right? So it's a celebration of the school and blah, blah, all of us coming together. And alumni will choose to do it or not choose to, but you'll get alumni because that's my alma mater. I'm gonna go and celebrate with them. Different than a reunion where you're pulling everybody together years later.
Because even in school, everybody didn't hang out all at once. We had 3 separate lunches, so there was never a time where all of us hung out other than like
Right.
the prom or graduation.
Yeah.
Those were funny.
And those were fun.
Those were fun.
Like a reunion almost. Look at
Not
you.
really, because how many people did I really talk to at graduation? How many people did I really talk to at the prom? I talked to my group of friends,
Yeah.
which I still talk to today.
So for the 7 friends, you don't need to go to reunion. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
you're
I'm
good. See, I know you though.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
me personally. I'm saying as a society.
No, because there are people going to the reunion that I haven't spoken to in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like it's like a burning desire to. But when I see you, oh man, what you been up to? Da, 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 you know.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, and it's good just for that night. I don't need to carry it on.
Maybe I'm
you
just
know.
bad at. I mean, not maybe. I already know. I'm not good at small talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the type of event it is. It's a
yeah.
small talk event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's definitely
yeah,
like a networking event.
Yeah. And
slash. Yeah,
I'm
you-
not good at that at all.
Yeah, you catch up, what you've been up to, and then from that maybe it sparks something else. You know, you never know. But I'm doing it really because I love hanging with this guy. I love hanging with my other guys that are going to be there. Yeah, so even if it's just the same people that I do talk to all the time,
Yeah, it's an excuse to get
whatever
together.
we hear, man. We here because it's already tough enough to get everybody together, anyways. Like I know Darren hasn't seen a bunch of the guys in a while, so that'll be a time.
True.
Yeah,
Speaking of, are we doing karaoke again?
Yeah.
you guys know the answer to that.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we
What
got
do you mean, you
We
guys?
got a square way to do
We talked
so
about it on the
that.
radio.
Oh, I thought you meant like you guys, like you weren't part of
No,
this.
no,
no,
because
come on,
we've
man,
been,
I'm part of
we've
the
been
pod.
trying to have the conversation. Just
Yeah, and
Set
you
it
guys
up
are
and-
so busy, and
No,
it's not even just you guys. October's been a roller coaster month.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to sit down.
Yeah.
But once again, to our friends at PVD Event Spaces, we love you.
We're supposed to have a meeting.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a meeting, a Zoom. You guys been like jet setting and all this, and you've got birthday celebrations and this and that. But we will talk. Anyone who's asked, there will be another karaoke event at the end of November.
Yep.
So what did we say, November 20th?
Either that or the 13th.
Let's do the 20th because somebody's not gonna be here.
You're not
For
going to
either
be on
one.
the 13th either.
I thought you said you were coming late.
No,
That
he's
same day, but that's tough.
That's
Okay, so
Yeah.
whatever. One of those days, there will be a karaoke
You
event.
guys say, hey, Darren, you're not supposed to say things on the podcast about the podcast. And we just did that.
That's different. Because I didn't plan that. Yeah, so there will be another karaoke event, and it will be a Thanksgiving
drive.
food drive, give back. So it'll be fun,
Yeah.
and it'll help people, and it'll be awesome. So just keep following us on social media and checking in. I actually had spoken to Bay like the day after, and I was like, I'm surprised you weren't there. And he said he didn't know about it. Oh.
Because this guy looked at me and goes, thanks for the invite.
Oh, ouch. And he been doing all them singing videos,
That's
Darren.
what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's why I said to him,
Listen.
I thought you would have been there.
I know what happened.
What happened?
Darren was hating.
Darren didn't want him to show him up.
That's not
He was
true.
like, he's gonna do the New Edition song better than me.
Not true.
Or
He said, "Can you stand the rain?" That's my shit.
Or-
this is gonna prompt the reunion, the other reunion.
Oh,
No.
You guys should be performing at the reunion. Remember, they were supposed to play. They were supposed to sing at the other reunion, and it didn't happen. Y'all should.
So
Darren's like, nah.
There's.
no.
This is how we know there's a God.
So we promote on the podcast, and I guess in my head, I think when I share the podcast stuff on that's literally me inviting whoever sees this. I don't do.
Remember that time you had that month where you deleted the Facebook app off your phone?
Yeah.
So somebody posted something and said, "Well, I just figured I'm not saying that they've deleted
Yes,
Facebook, but not everybody."
is on. Okay. But the person who is yelling at me about it is all over Facebook and can see what I put on Facebook as well.
But he also
But
has like
he's
a
like a
20,000
million things
friends.
going on.
Listen, right.
That too.
So
Yeah.
again,
He has a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends.
Of the terrible things that the things that I'm not good at. Personally inviting people, I suck with that.
Same.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not thinking.
We're not good.
We're not good planners, right? So when I'm planning an event, I
Okay,
usually
planners.
go
We're
like,
not-
who
we're
am
not
I
good
gonna
promoters.
invite? I'm gonna. Hey, so do you mind inviting these people like that I know need to be contacted directly? And hey, yeah, okay, I got you. And then I'll hit up the 4 or 5 people that I feel like I have to hit up, like you guys. But aside from that, I never go. Let me call. I'm not gonna call you.
So basically, what we're saying, people, is if
Not
you
gonna
see
call.
us post
Yes.
about the next karaoke,
Is
please
it a
tag.
personal? No,
That-
take that
that
as
too.
a personal invitation.
It is a personal invitation, but just know that some other people may not have seen it, and so because we don't post that often, so
Guys.
can you tag people?
Guys. I can't let that happen.
You can't let them tag people and
No,
share.
no.
They gotta share.
No.
They gotta share.
We have to do better.
We do have to do better,
Yes,
but also,
agreed.
can you
So-
share with your friends? Don't just be selfish.
can't-
Forget
No.
them. Let's put the onus on ourselves.
No, you're right. It's our fault.
No,
my
it's
fault.
not. It's not a new year. I'm not doing a resolution.
We don't do resolutions. We just change when it's time.
It is, yeah, that too. That's that too.
Yeah.
we can do better, but also,
Don't put the blame on them.
I'm not blaming anyone.
They don't know how to apologize. They
No,
don't.
I'm not.
She doesn't
it's-
know what to do.
First of all, I'm the one who brought it up.
Yes,
You're the
but
one. You
you-
wasn't even gonna say nothing. I'm the one who
wasn't-
brought it up.
because when he said it, I was like,
See,
yeah.
so tomorrow not apologizing.
no,
I'm
no,
not. I'm
it's
not
not
saying
an apology. Like,
See?
that's not an apology.
That's what I'm-
But
I'm-
Bim is saying the ownership is on us.
It is on us, but also
She can't do it. They can't do it.
no.
Nah, I'm hearing you, Queen. Go ahead.
No, because you guys are assholes. Yes, the ownership's on us, but also not everybody sees all our posts. So
Right.
also, if you see it, don't be afraid to share, like, tag people so that we all can kind of know about it and all have a good time, because it was an amazing time.
Yeah.
And I just don't want anyone to be like, oh, the same as we did. I saw it, so I'm assuming my friend saw it, and
Okay. All right.
and then they didn't.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and maybe I'm challenging myself out loud, but when Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff went down, I was thinking, oh, damn, what if it was down all the way up to the event? How do we promote? My brain never went to, yo,
Send a
Bim,
text
just
message.
shoot a text message with the Eventbrite link.
Yeah.
I never even considered it.
Yeah.
So I got to do better with that, because
Right.
people will just say, hey, I'm either going to go or not go. It's not personal.
And I
Yeah,
guess to me, I think like I don't want to spam people with my stuff too. Like, so
Yeah.
I don't want to like send you. I'm gonna end up. It's gonna end up being a mass text of some sort. So
Oh, you wouldn't just pick like 10 people? to
no,
send it to,
because
right?
I'm gonna end up write the message and copy it and paste it for the next person. Because like you know what I mean. Like unless I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the weirdness in my head. What are you doing, Jenny? You holding your breath?
I was trying not to burp, but thanks for pointing that out to everybody.
All right,
cool,
so
friend.
I think our time
What is time?
is
Time
well
is just.
spent. Real quick, just want to say happy C Day to Snoop.
Ow.
Snoop Dogg turned
A-
50 years
A
old.
whole half century.
Come on, how wild is that?
That's amazing.
Still the youngest acting man in the room.
Love it.
Sheesh.
His birthday party looked lit.
Yeah, he did like a players
ball.
ball. Yeah, oof, fire. We talk reunion. That one's too deep.
If you could join a fictional family, which family would you choose?
A fictional family.
Like a TV or a book or a movie?
It's almost too easy, but like the Banks, Fresh Prince. They had money. They were hip. They have a hip cousin named Will. But come on, yeah. It's an easy one though.
Peacocks. They're coming down the fields. Hey.
Darren don't remember the other
Peacocks.
song.
They're crashing down the field. Peacocks. Some. We're the toughest. Yes, we're the roughest. Yes, we're the peacocks of ULA. One more time.
Why do we know that?
In my head,
don't
I'm like,
know.
I'm trying to pick a family, and you guys are just.
He's like, not this family.
Here's my alternate family. Home Improvement.
Oh.
Oh,
the
that's
Taylors.
interesting.
Yes. Feeney.
Why?
I mean, not Feeney. Sorry.
Boy Meets
Wilson.
World?
Wilson. Cool as hell.
Yeah.
You can always talk to him about anything. Dad could kind of fix stuff, but he's on TV, and they look like they were doing decent. Yeah, I'd be part of that.
And for him
family
to
too.
be a former like convicted cocaine dealing felon,
Come on, man.
that threw me for a whole loop. Tim Allen.
Put me with them.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Tim Allen before Home Improvement.
Yeah, definitely has a
He's from
mugshot.
Detroit.
Yeah, but that's the fam I'd be part of.
Are you guys? Is it just like
whatever
not like
you want, Darren.
non-cartoon families?
That, anything,
Anything
man. It's
you
your
want,
world,
baby.
but
That doesn't help, but I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to stay to human families. Stupid me.
you want to be on Bob's Burgers? What family you want to be with?
Archer's family.
I never watched
Pretty
Archer.
good. It's
Me
pretty
either.
good.
I've
It's
been
very
told
sarcastic.
many times I should watch
It's very
it.
smart and
Huh.
sarcastic.
Is it on Hulu?
Probably.
It's a FX, I think.
Okay, yes, it should be on Hulu then.
There's got to be one more. Keep going.
I didn't answer the question. I was gonna go on to a whole different topic. I do and I don't want to be
Okay.
part of the friend group on Insecure, which Insecure's coming back this Sunday, by the way.
Oh,
Shout out
yeah.
to them.
You say family or friend group?
I said family, but
You changed. Look at you changing
I know.
the thing, man.
I kind of want to be in their friend group.
Pick a family, you orphan.
Family.
So
Me, Punky, and Henry.
There you go. Different strokes. Come
No,
on, man.
no. If I was gonna be in a family, I'd be with Hakeem and Zamunda. I'd be a Joffrey.
I didn't know
movie.
movies was an option.
I said movies, TVs, whatever.
Oh man.
Well,
That
come and
might
do
change
another
the whole
answer.
thing. Okay, so I just have to get this one out because, like, I'm sure Darren is like, say it. Ninja Turtles. I would be part of that film.
Okay, hold on. Stop.
Yes,
Stop.
Boom, yes.
Which color would be your band?
I don't know.
So Darren, you're telling me
I would love to be a Ninja Turtle.
you want to live in the
yes.
sewer?
As a Ninja Turtle? Yes.
So they've taken red, purple, orange.
This is like the
and
funny Ninja Turtle, not the
blue,
new-
right?
Yeah,
Those are
right.
four blue.
Yes.
So what's left?
Yellow.
Haitian
Yellow.
flag.
That's all I can envision. That's honestly. I'm like, all I see is Reggae Club.
Leo, Ralph, Mike, Donatello, it's Jean.
What's the weapon gonna be? A slipper?
A machete.
Oh my god.
And Claude.
Hey, Claude. That's better. That's so much
And
better.
Delary.
Yeah. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, et Claude. C'est même oui.
A Wycliffe.
With a
Poswell.
a stick, a branch of some sort.
You ever realize how Haitian Poswell?
Poswell.
When you say it like that, yes.
Very Haitian
Oh
name.
man,
Poswell.
Oh my god.
Pim, that's what you heard. Live in the sewers.
Yeah, man.
Turtles was so fun.
But they live in the sewer, man.
And their dad was like a rat.
Yeah, the mentor's a rat. and what's your 5-year plan to be a Ninja Turtle? Honestly,
This is the second time I've heard that. Honestly,
Not honestly.
it's on space. Why space?
because they were young, they're teenagers, right?
Yo, teenage
Teenage
yes.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what?
And then
They became adult Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You can't.
This is what we are.
they have a family.
Man, you can't be fighting crime with bad knees. Nah, man, you gotta do something, bruh.
I could not
Learn
do
a
that.
trade. Do something with yourself. Get off the couch. It always goes back to that guy.
Jump kick would kill me at this age.
It's funny because it's true. Let somebody jump kick me in the chest right now.
I mean,
Guys.
either way, either getting hit with one or trying to do one.
Done. Oh my god. But you know what's funny though?
What's funny?
Oddly enough, I've been feeling great physically.
That's great.
Like I've been spry, and I'm like, oh man,
Not
I'm doing
spry.
stuff. Yeah. So, I feel like, and I hope it doesn't happen. I'm trying to hold on as long as I can. I feel like there's gonna be a sharp decline real soon.
This is the high before the
Things gonna get bad real soon. So I'm trying to
Well,
do
I've
as much as I
been through
can.
ills and valleys.
I'm trying to do as much as I can physically right now. 'Cause,
Really?
yeah, I feel like it's
Oh,
coming.
man.
Because I feel like oddly, like really good, energized.
It's
And,
the last hurrah, guys.
yeah, nothing hurts. Oh boy, yeah, something's coming.
Jinxing himself. You better knock on this
yeah.
wood.
I'm being realistic.
Ride the wave, brother.
Yeah, when it's like weird how good you feel,
I can't trust it.
I can't trust it.
It might be the
And for us
vaccine.
men,
that
that's
did it
really
to you.
important because as men, we're doing something like, man, I'm not tired the way I usually am, huh?
It's the vax.
Thumbs up. Maybe. I don't know, but I feel great. I'm gonna enjoy it while I can.
I didn't get to watch the show Queens yet, but I'm very excited it finally started. So
You would watch that.
I want to.
Network TV. What channel was it on again?
ABC. Also, I learned this morning.
Darren, do you know what show that is?
Queens?
Yeah.
No.
As Brandy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
Eve.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I've seen the previews.
I learned today that Maria from Sesame Street. Remember her? Spanish lady?
Yeah.
Her name is Sonia. Am I the only one who's like
Why not just
dumbfounded
keep
that
it-
that's...
Why couldn't they keep it Sonia?
Yeah, stage name.
I literally said the same thing. I said Sonia's so close to Maria. Like, if you're not going to commit, just keep her regular name.
What's your name? Sonia.
Sonia?
Not
Doesn't
Spanish
work.
enough.
No.
We got to go with
There's
Maria.
nothing to roll with that one. No.
Juanita?
Maria.
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 It ends the same. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's so close. It's like if Ben was in a TV show, but they named him Jim.
No.
And you're like, but you were right there.
But I do hate it when they use their real names though.
Yeah.
Like Will being Will, Martin being
being
Martin.
But Will was not Will Smith,
Not
which
Smith,
is an...
though. Yeah.
Wait, was he? No, he was Will Smith.
He wasn't a Smith.
What was he?
I'm watching.
I can't remember.
No, he was Will Smith.
Oh, no,
he was
Fresh
he was
Prince.
a cousin. He was Will
He
Smith.
was Will Smith.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Will Smith.
Oh,
But Cosby wasn't Cosby. We talked about this before.
right. Heathcliff.
Heathcliff Huxtable. But the show was called Cosby
That's so
Show.
backwards.
Yeah, Martin Payne.
Yeah, it's Martin.
Yeah.
Instead of Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tracy Morgan, Tracy Jordan. I've been doing that all week because I've been saying Tracy Morgan, and I always pause because I always want to call him Tracy Jordan from 30 Rock.
Oh, you did watch 30 Rock.
30 Rock's a great show.
It's a great
I
show.
watched it.
I watched bits and pieces. And every time I've seen it, I laugh.
Oh, great show. When you
Liz
watch
Lemon.
from like beginning to end, because the story just builds. Oh, it's great.
I know what family
And
I'd want
Parks
to
and
be a
Rec.
part of.
Yeah, we're
Finally,
still there.
Curb
I thought
Your
you were a turtle.
Enthusiasm.
Stop it.
I would definitely be.
Which
part
one?
of
Would you be
those
Larry
family.
David's
I don't know. I
adopted
just
son?
need to be part of.
I was gonna
one
say,
of the
would you be
family.
part of the black family that came after the hurricane?
I gotta finish that. No, I don't.
JB Smooth, Vivica, and Darren.
I haven't gotten there.
Oh,
And
it's
I
the season
haven't
6.
gotten
Oh, you watching from season
I've been
one?
watching it from scratch.
God bless.
Oh,
I might
wow.
do the same.
I wanted to do that, but
I think I'm on
I think I
season 2.
started to before, and then
yeah.
I got to the season 6 that I'm talking about.
Oh wow.
And it was like so amazing, but I don't remember it. So we started watching season 6 again recently
Yeah,
when they first came.
That would definitely be me. I'd fit perfectly in that world.
Yeah, that is your world actually.
Yep.
If they told me that show was set in Warwick, I'd be like,
You're
yeah.
like, oh, all right, I do that. I'm not surprised.
Speaking of, this week I had a thought. So Days of Our Lives, we all remember the show.
Guys, listeners, you're getting everything this week.
Everything. Y'all asked. I had a thought this week. I'm like, yo, Days of Our Lives would not have been a thing if any of them decided to just move.
Break down, because I don't remember Days of Our Lives too much.
It's just a soap opera. There was like John and Marlena,
Oh,
Stefano,
yeah, okay, now I got it.
Hope,
got it.
Bo.
Hope and Bo.
They always had some
love
kind of
Hope and Bo.
problem. Somebody would get kidnapped, put in a cave, in a dungeon.
Rich people problem.
And then they would come back and they were like, oh, we found Marlena. Oh, great. And then John would
She's
have to
a
go.
ghost.
Yeah, and then John would have to go save her again and then be on a boat in a thunderstorm. If any one of those people would have just moved, show's over.
And not have come back. Because sometimes
Yeah,
they
don't
move
come
and
back.
Come back.
Yeah, even if you come back, just come visit and go home.
Go home.
In soap operas, then some people die and come back.
Yeah. Hope.
She died?
Yeah, she definitely did.
She definitely at one point was a ghost or like a phantom of herself. I vaguely remember.
Sammy.
That stuff.
Oh, Sammy, she was so pretty. Oh, she is so pretty.
But yeah, so that's the thought I had this week. If any of them moved, there wouldn't be a show.
Why does she think about soap operas?
I don't know because I don't watch them. So I don't know why I thought about it.
Did you know Trump is working on his social
Media, yeah. It's supposed to be coming out.
You gonna sign up?
No.
Dude,
It's called
Truth.
Truth Social.
the
Yeah,
Trumpers are
juicy.
still out, and I don't understand why.
The
you mean you
stores
don't
are
understand
open back
why?
I
up.
don't understand.
What don't you
Why are
understand,
you
Darren?
still occupying the corner at IHOP? What are you? What is what? What now?
What is the problem?
What
Why
now?
the fuck Biden flags? What did
What
Biden
now?
do? We've been trying to figure out all this time. What is
What did he
everybody mad at
do?
Biden about?
Biden did something?
See?
You ain't seen the fuck Biden flags? We actually
my
seen
God.
we actually seen an actual truck with a big flag
Yeah.
on the back. You bought this
And it's
somewhere,
like, guys,
and it says "fuck Biden"
Guys, what are you?
with a
guys?
black and white American flag on next to it. I don't know
What he did?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to
Guys,
figure it out.
The guy barely talks to us.
It's-
I don't even know what's going on.
Apparently, gas prices are going up, but I don't
It's
know.
all his fault, apparently.
It's all his fault.
Yeah, but
Gas prices
But
been
it's
going up
not-
and down.
Not even that. Why are you still standing outside? What is the what are you? What
is the
point
purpose?
are you trying to drive home by
They-
being
the-
on the corner?
But there's people that believe that Trump is the real president and da 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 da, and so that's what they're standing up for.
But
They believe.
But it's like, okay, save all that energy for when he's running again.
No, he doesn't need to run again because he's already president. You need to get your mind into that mindset to understand.
Darren, what do you believe in?
Nothing.
Like if
Black soul.
They
like okay,
they wholeheartedly believe that
Like-
that man is the president.
like me and you, we believe Joe Biden won, right? Right, we believe Joe
I
Biden
don't want
won.
to say believe because it's a fact.
It sounds crazy, right? Joe Biden won. And imagine there was a whole bunch of people who were like, no, just a few more people than we have now. Says, no, Trump's the real winner. And that's what dominates TV. And now we're like, am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. And I'm going to keep fighting for the fact that we know this is truth.
I have to fight
This is
for a fact.
This is their fact. This is their truth. In their life, in their mind, their truth is he's the real president. And these other people stole this from us. And we need to keep fighting. And that's why we're here. I know you have to really put yourself in them shoes.
I understand.
Scary place to be, but-
It's mind fuck.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. So it's scary because, like I said, just a few more people join that movement and we could be in real trouble.
Yeah.
Like a few, like 7 more people. We're doomed.
That's true. It's true. You guys got anything coming up this weekend?
I believe I did, but
I do.
Don't worry, Jen. That was really just asking Darren.
I do. But I can't say it yet.
Ah.
Just know that next week
I
I'm
can't wait to hear
expecting
about
to
it.
come back with a story to tell.
I can't wait.
We love Darren's stories.
Oh man, this is one of those stories that is like I've never experienced anything like this. So I'm just open to whatever is going to happen.
I like it.
And so it's gonna provide for good conversation.
I'm intrigued, Jen.
I'm
intrigued.
super intrigued. I can't wait, guys.
I almost wish
Because Bim and I know what the thing is.
Yes.
I don't know.
You do.
Yes, you
the
do.
thing we got invited to.
that I knew you two wouldn't come to, but I didn't want to have the conversation.
Like he mentioned before, even though you know they don't come, do you still invite them?
I didn't know that was your idea.
I didn't either, but he said it earlier and they picked up on it. See, you're slow, Bim.
Super
Keep up,
slow,
man.
because I
'Cause you
would
would've
not
said
think
it.
that Darren
That's-
would think
Listen,
that.
again, her what she wants. So I'm just here to
Carrot
provide.
cake all over again.
Things we do
Carrot
for our
cake.
queens, yo. Give them the
Carrot
carrot
cake.
cake.
And so it's just like, all right, like I hear it's a good old time, so let's see what it's about.
I cannot.
Wait,
Right.
you see
And
what I'm
right.
saying? Now you're
So
here with me.
I can't.
So listeners, just
Now you're here
be,
with me.
Be on the edge of your seat for
Because we are
next
best
week's
friends
episode.
now.
Oh my goodness.
170 is gonna be one for the books.
Oh boy.
I hope. It could be just a regular run of the mill thing, but
Oh, I'm hyped for you. This should be good.
This should be amazing. Especially since he's so open minded.
in my head I was like, no, I'm not gonna suck your dick. I don't want.
Wow.
That's what open-minded heard in my head. Yeah.
Darren's had a life.
Yeah. There was something I wanted to say that I don't recall at this very moment.
You wanted to see Jen. I'm so happy that you're
Jen,
here.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Because you're like my favorite Ghanaian person I've ever met.
Ghanaian person. Did you know a flock of flamingos is called a flamboyance?
All right, man. So, yo, thanks for tuning in to episode 169.
Hey,
I don't want it to end.
did you see the new Babam commercial?
Who say what now?
The new Babam commercial?
This new one?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Bib is trying to end. And I keep going. Don't let him
She
end.
put me in.
Don't let him do
See
it.
how I do it every week? It made me mad at first. So it's these people, there's a bunch of white people in like an apartment that have like a party or something, and I forgot how they worded it, but they all keep saying "ba-bam," but they don't have the same energy as the lady in the original. So they're just like da 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 ba-bam, 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 and so I'm getting mad. But then out of nowhere at the end of the commercial, old girl pops up behind the couch.
Hey, there we go.
Ba-bam, ba-bam, and I was like,
That's how you redeem yourself.
aight, y'all got that.
Because I just traveled internationally and I needed to renew my passport. Listeners, if you're going somewhere soon out of the country, send your passport in now. You want to take a guess how long it's taking to process passports?
6 months,
18 weeks. I don't know how many months that ends up being.
18, 4 months, 4.5. It's crazy.
And that's after they receive it. So, yeah. And then they say 18 weeks to process, and then it could take, I don't know, another however many weeks before it gets
Did
to
you end up having to go up there?
Almost. I almost had to go to New Hampshire.
Oh, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the lady was like, "Oh, your passport's actually in New Hampshire." So yeah, you can just take a drive. It's not close to me, lady.
You could just take
I
a
could
drive.
just keep driving to Canada if that's the case. And,
I'm just
Get
gonna pick
on
up
your
this
way.
passport real quick,
Right, just keep
and I'm
going.
gonna go. It's funny because I drove to Springfield today, but someone else drove. So if you're not from Rhode Island or New England, this is not gonna mean anything to you. But I drove from Providence, Rhode Island to Springfield, Mass. Someone else drove from New Bedford, Mass to Springfield, Mass. And it took her 2 hours. It took me an hour and a half
Oh, wow.
because they have to drive through Rhode Island to go from Eastern Mass to Western Mass.
Nasty.
Very bad business. So we said that, and somebody in Springfield was like, "What? Would you come from New York?" And I was like, "Funny enough, she came from the same state you're in." It's funny.
Jesus. But do your passports now. Now. It's not a game. It ended up coming in though, like 2 days before I had to go to New Hampshire. They sent it.
And if you're trying to do any holiday shopping online, do that now as well.
I'm trying to be on time this year, or early this year.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
it
still buying gifts.
now.
Ew.
Yeah, no, it's sold 2008. He sold
experience.
2008.
There you
I know
go.
that's right.
Let's go somewhere. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
My wife is on that wave this year. And
Yeah.
but I don't
Look at you, want to do nothing.
Tired.
want to do anything.
Bro, I bet y'all find stuff for y'all to do.
No,
that you'll be
I don't
down
want
with.
you to.
No, you want to do it. Yeah, man. Look, do stuff. I'd rather have the experiences, have the memories. Don't give me stuff. I don't want a thing.
Give me stuff.
I'll buy it on my own.
I'd rather do stuff. I guess I'm just used to stuff.
Give me stuff.
I'd rather have the stuff because in my head now I'm like, I have to do experience plus
Even though
stuff.
I'm the
That's just mean.
I like giving experiences, but give me stuff.
I like stuff more because I'm gonna get to a place and then be annoyed that I'm not doing what I want to do, which is nothing.
Buying gifts played out, yo. I
And,
hate that.
yeah,
unless
so-
it's for kids.
And I've been saying, the shipping thing is trash, and now all of a sudden it's on the news and it's like a big deal. It's like, well, this has been a thing for over a year, guys.
Yeah.
So once again, if you're gonna shop, either shop online now or be ready to shop in person in December.
I just want Amazon Prime to like fund me back some of my money because I've paid for Prime, expecting to get Prime delivery, next day delivery. That shit don't happen no more.
Because shipping is trash.
2 days delivery, you mean?
Which is, it's for me.
You see how he scoffed at 2 days?
You see
No,
that?
listen.
What am I, impoverished?
But when I signed up for this thing, it was next day shipping. on a lot
No,
of
it
those
wasn't.
things. It was. Or
No.
1 day shipping. Yes, Bim. There's been plenty of times I've ordered something on Tuesday and the shit shows up
Sometimes, yeah.
usually Thursday morning.
No.
1 day shipping.
Stop it.
I don't even. And now I've just learned whatever I need, like go to the store and get it. Or
Yes!
Done that anyways.
Listen, I like Amazon. I like being able to look at my phone, scroll, click, buy here, and the shit will be here tomorrow. I don't have to go nowhere.
Their selling point was always free 2 day shipping.
I thought it was 1 day.
Sometimes you'll get items in a day, depending on if it's in a factory in Massachusetts
Yeah.
or whatever. But if it's coming from a different Amazon,
That's
So
all good and
learn
gravy.
from Darren's experience. If you're gonna shop online, do it now.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Do
be
it early, or you're
prepared
gonna
to
be
shop
late, yes.
in store like
You got
some
two
kind
of
of
them?
primitive human.
No?
What are you getting the wife for?
Not on the mic.
Not on the mic, but I mean, like I gotta have the conversation with you because, yeah.
I don't know what you talking
Oh,
about.
Like,
you
what are you
missed
gonna
it, and
get
it's
to?
good.
I
So
did.
let's wrap.
Yeah.
You can you can ask him after we wrap.
You're right, John, you're right.
Have a good weekend, everybody. You be cool like you be cool.
If
Thank
you're
you for
gonna-
tuning in.
If you're gonna Halloween safe.
That's next
Yay.
weekend.
I know. Maybe they won't listen to 170 before Halloween,
Man, that's on there. That's their problem.
so they gotta wait to
No.
get their safe wishes.
Next week.
I
Yeah.
take it back then.
Yeah, take it back. Yeah. Yeah, see?
Yeah, copper.
Loud session.
Oh yeah. Oh, that also Halloween.
You got to give constant reminders for events.
Okay.
We're not children for Halloween. It's Loud Session, October 30th. Follow them on Instagram, loud_session. Jen and I went to the first one. Great time. If you're an enthusiast, cannabis enthusiast, check it out. It's not just, for the high experience. They also have topical things. There's CBD cream. There's candles. There's
There's
a whole
all kinds
bunch
of other stuff that's not even infused.
Yeah.
Also, that's one of the things I want to talk about. I saw a billboard because cannabis is legal in Massachusetts and in Connecticut, which are our bordering states, but it's not in Rhode Island. But they're talking
It's legal
about
in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm still in
It's Mass, I
Springfield.
think. Yeah.
I feel like Connecticut too. It doesn't matter. So I seen a billboard because Rhode Island's so small. We're close to the borders, so we still get the billboards right at the Rhode Island borders. So going into Pawtucket, leading into Mass, you'll see a lot of it. So there was a billboard the other day. They had a cannabis farmers market in Worcester.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Wow. Wow.
we have gone very far.
You pull up with your wicker basket and just grabbing strains from local people. Are you kidding me?
Farmers market.
What?
What is that even? You can't put those things together.
You can.
I mean, again, you
Yeah,
can.
you gotta farm
It's
it.
white people.
Can you weigh this one for me? Okay, there we go.
The
Yeah.
gentrification is real.
Ain't gonna be police there helping people cross the street.
course.
Oh my God, you
course.
get your cannabis.
Of course.
Oh, use the crosswalk while you buy your cannabis.
But I
No
mean,
jaywalking.
that's the new frontier. Like there are beer festivals, and that stuff was illegal. The alcohol was illegal for however long, prohibition. So, yeah, that's where we are, man.
Interesting. It's just funny because Rhode Island's so small and they got the nerve to be illegal here, knowing that we can literally
Just take a little drive right there.
A little drive is even
You might as well
can take
prove
the
it and make
bus.
some
You end up
money
in
off this.
Massachusetts by
Right.
accident. Yeah.
literally every time.
You make peace.
I just said to somebody from Massachusetts had to drive through Rhode Island to get to Massachusetts. Like it's Rhode Island's so non-existent here.
Yeah.
It's not a real place.
Not a thing.
So
I think that was it. That's all
happy
I-
birthday once again to your wife.
Yes. Happy birthday.
birthday, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, no.
Make sure you follow us on social media
There you go.
Oh,
platforms.
that thing.
PLSDELTHIS on Twitter, the same handle. On Facebook, we're the Please Delete This podcast. On YouTube, search Please Delete This. Subscribe, share, and listen and watch.
We keep saying subscribe and share, but we only got one more subscriber. Like y'all hear
Yeah,
us.
listen.
Oh, you be checking?
We had 97 from how long? Now we got 98. That's the only thing
Thank
I've
you
noticed.
to number 98. You're a
Welcome.
real one. We're going to send you some.
So we don't know who you are. That's
we
a
do
whole
that?
lie. So tag your people once again. Tag, share, like,
You
and
got to do that too, Jen.
who?
Us.
No, I'm talking to
Yes.
them. I'm not gonna share.
Yo, I can't.
I just forgot. It's not that I don't want to. I just forgot.
I'll remind you too, then. How about
Make
that?
sure you
Fair?
listen to us on your favorite, yes, very fair, streaming platforms such as Spotify, Spreaker, Pandora, iTunes Radio, iHeartRadio. You can also catch us on
Mondays.
at WBRU 101.1 FM. You can listen to us on the TuneIn app or the WBRU 360 app.
Or WBRU.com.
Every Monday, 1 o'clock, 1 to 2. I think somebody asked, I don't know if that's how you say it, us. We're on radio what time. Yes, we are on from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. In the occasion that we are in the studio live with DJ Franchise himself, we usually try to extend it to 2:30. That's our slot right now. Hopefully that changes a little bit in the future. Just putting that out there.
No.
Somebody asked us, Jen, what was the junk snack?
I said I've been lazy. I haven't gotten anything.
Yep. And also they asked if you were late today.
And then at 9:51, I said we haven't started yet.
Who has that?
Jillian.
Ah.
So
She's so nice.
we started at like 10 or something.
Yeah, it was,
We were here though, kind of.
you were kind of cool. And that's it for me. I just wanted to get that out there.
So I gotta go pee.
What is this? What is this?
Jen, okay.
Yeah, I do too. So yeah, I guess we could finish. I'm mad that the Patriots lost to the Cowboys in that fashion once again.
Oh man, shout out
was
to the franchise. The boys did it.
Yeah, good job, guys.
The
To
Rams
all the
won.
Cowboys fans. Yay, Rams!
You guys rolling, man.
Yeah, gotta keep it up.
Only Rams I even know
Colts
are
won
from
too, right?
URI.
Finally got another one.
Yay! don't be.
So we're playing the Jets this week. So if we lose to the Jets, I'm just gonna not watch football anymore.
Yeah, that'll be. You can't lose to the Jets.
After all these
Yeah,
very
you can't
close
lose to
games to
Jets.
actual good teams.
Yeah, you can't lose to the Jets.
All right, guys.
All right, that's it.
Have a good weekend.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah, shout out to NBA. Shout out to the Red Sox.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Hey.
We gotta pee.
We gotta be. You go first, madam.
Wow.